Go. Good evening, Excellent Credit Matters. Ray Nelson navigating through downtown Cincinnati, but I'm present and ready. I wish I could send videos. I'm done driving so I can fully participate. Is it raining? All right, who's all in the chat? Who's all in the chat? All right, that should be good. Good evening, good evening. Alexis, come down here for a second. Come down here for a second with your phone. Thank you. No, stay right here. I'm about to give it right back. All right. How you doing, Shanika? How you doing? This about to be one of the best lives that I've ever done. Let's see. I don't know why my chat just cut off like that. All right, we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait till we at least get 10 people in the chat. Everybody that's in the chat, let me know who all in the chat right now. We'll wait till about 10 people join and then we get started. All right, I need 4 more people in the chat. I got 6 people watching me, so it should be 6 likes on this video. All right, so I got everything set up. I should be able to. Yesterday, you guys said y'all had a delayed chat. It was a delayed chat, so I have the actual chat on my on the computer. So let's see. All right. So how many people we got? We got 6 people in the chat, 4 more people, and we get started. The topic of this specific live is, what are you doing with your money? So we're not really going to touch on credit repair today. We did some of that yesterday, but like I said, the topic of this particular live is, what are you doing with your money? Oh, we got 10 likes. Oh, no, we got 9 likes. I see 10 on the left side. Okay. Let's see. All right. I'm going to get started. I'm not going to wait. I'm going to get started. All right. I am Todd Gibbons, the owner of Excellent Credit Matters. Back to you with another amazing live. All right. So this is how we're going to get this started. The topic of this video was created by my #1 client, Mr. Ray Nelson. He's in the chat right now. Like I said, I had spoke with him this morning, and I said, you're going to be able to determine the topic of this video. So that's what he decided that we talk about. He wanted me to emphasize, some of you guys getting PPP loans, the stimulus checks, and things of that nature. So that's how we're going to start this particular live. So in the comment section, I want you guys to let me know how many of you guys either received the PPP loan, okay, or one out of the 3, or 3 out of the 3 of the stimulus checks. So some of the PP. Oh, I'm sorry. Some of the people that received a PPP loan received up to $10 million, depending on how big your business was. So how many of you guys received either a PPP loan or a stimulus check? I got the stimulus. Shanika, like, which stimulus are you referring to? The $1,200 stimulus, the stimulus where you got $600 per adult, or the one where you got the last one, up to $1,400 by Joe Biden? Which stimulus did y'all get? Okay, Shanika said I got all of them. Did any of you guys get the PPP loan? Did any of you guys get, like, a lot? It was a lot of people without businesses applying for those $20,000, $40,000 PPP loans. So don't be afraid to, to admit it now. I'm not gonna ask you whether or not the PPP loan that you put in was legit or not. I'm just asking you if you applied for the PPP loan. All right, Bobby Richardson said he received $600. Okay, I think that was the second stimulus check. All right. Okay, so out of you guys who received either the PPP loan and or the 3 stimulus checks, what did you guys do with your stimulus checks and your PPP loans? Did you pay your rent? Did you, like in the comment section, let me know what you guys did with that, with the extra money. I paid down credit cards to help my mom. Okay, that's a responsible answer. Alan said he put it away. Ray Nelson said I got 3 out of 3 of the stimulus checks. All right, anybody else? What did you guys do with either the PPP loan money or the three stimulus checks? I just want to know, like, the people who got the PPP loans, how many of you guys actually reinvested that right back into your business? I helped my mom with her rent. DJ Simon said I helped my mom with her rent. Anybody else? Anybody else? All right, all right. So this is my first question to all you guys. This is my first question to all you guys in the chat. What is the percentage, okay? What is the percentage of Americans right now living paycheck to paycheck? Do not Google it. Just give me, what do you think? Out of all the Americans in the United States, what's the percentage of people that you believe is living paycheck to paycheck right now? $85. Somebody said 85%. I refuse the SBA loan. 75% from Bobby Richardson. Shanika said 85 to 90%. It's a little lower than that, but I just want to get you guys guesses off the top of your mind. How many people do you think in the United States are living paycheck to paycheck? Okay, Deidre said 75. She's the closest. I'm gonna see if anybody can get a little hotter. Okay, 68. We're getting a little better. 68. It's a little lower than that. All right, I'm gonna give you guys the answer. All right, 56% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. All right, out of that 56% of Americans that are living paycheck to paycheck, 48% of those people said that they received an unexpected emergency. Okay, so that could be a funeral, that could be a layoff, that could be anything. Yeah, 60%. That was the closest. 60. Bobby Richardson said 60%. All right, can anybody in the chat tell me what the word poor, P-O-O-R, can anybody in the chat tell me what the word poor stands for? Anybody in the chat, what does the word poor stand for? I know somebody gonna get it. What does the word poor stand for? Somebody said not rich. So what does the P in poor, the O in poor, the O in poor, and the R in poor, what does those letters stand for? Anybody? All right, so poor stands for passing over opportunities repeatedly. All right, passing over opportunities repeatedly. All right, so I want you guys to comment in the comment section. How many of you have honestly passed over an opportunity repeatedly? Yeah, see now, I see it in the chat coming down now. Passing over opportunities repeatedly. So how many of you guys that's watching me right now have passed over an opportunity repeatedly? Come on, we need some honesty here. Ray Nelson said 7 out of 10. All right. We got somebody take responsibility. Allen, he said, he raised his hand. Anybody else? Anybody else in your life, have you passed over an opportunity repeatedly? Okay, Shanika said me. Bobby said me. All right, this is what we about to do. We about to do our first giveaway. We not gonna wait. We about to do our first giveaway. All right. So first person to answer this question. Okay. My email. All right. So like I said, y'all gotta get. You gotta. Obviously, you gotta have another device. My email. My wife just dropped right there. All right. Since it was a lag in the chat. Okay. I got my computer right here. First person to email me the answer is the winner. All right. First person to email me the answer is the winner. All right. So the question is, what does OPM stand for in finances? What does OPM stand for in finances? Email me the answer right now. Do not drop it in the chat. Shoot me an email right now. Most of you guys should know this. In finances, what does OPM stand for? Let me log into my email while y'all giving me the answer for that. All right, Gmail. All right, I got my email up. All right, my guy Ray Nelson sent me 25. Also, my Cash App and my Zelle is in the chat. If you somebody asked for heart inquiry removal. Hold on. Oh wait, no. Okay, we got it. So Alan answered it correctly. Alan Naloya, he answered it correctly. OPM stands for other people money. All right. So let me see what you didn't receive already. I already forwarded you. Let's see what I forwarded you already. Let's see. Okay, I forwarded you my $10,000 credit repair blueprint. And then you said sign me up for the class, not the heart inquiry class. All right, so Alan, let me know what you want. Okay, you know what's up for grabs. You can either sign up for the heart inquiry class, which is $300. You can sign up for the credit repair class. I think you already signed up for the credit repair class. That's $1,000. You can get my Dropping Credit Gems booklet. You can get my credit builder kit. You can get my you already got the credit repair blueprint. You can get my factual dispute kit. All right, that's my next expensive product. That's $5,000. And then you got my business startup kit. So those of you, for those of you who are trying to start a business, I would suggest that you get the business startup kit because it's literally going to teach you how to start from square one to set up your business in order for you to receive funding. All right, so Shanika said other people money right after Alan, and then Deidre said other people money, and Savon said other people money. All right. We also gonna do a raffle later on in this video. We're gonna do a raffle also. Let's see. All right, so okay, Alan want the factual dispute kit. All right, let me notate that. Factual dispute kit. All right. So Alan being the first person to email me, he is getting a $5,000 factual dispute kit, okay? That's basically learning how to remove student loans, bankruptcies, collections charge-off, late payments, everything using factual-based disputes. All right. Like I said, he already has my credit repair blueprint, which is my most powerful product. Let's see. All right. All right. All right. So. All right, so we're about to start rewarding good behavior. All right, so before we get back into the topic, I want to start awarding good behavior. All right, so whoever is able to forward me via email what I'm looking for, not first, but you'll see what I'm talking about in a minute. But I'm going to ask you for something, and you need to send a screenshot and forward it to my email. All right, and you're going to be entered for my $10,000 giveaway that I'm doing August 23rd for my birthday, all right? So none of you guys got to pay to enter the $10,000 raffle. You just have to forward me what I'm about to ask you guys for. All right, so here we go. I want you guys, everybody watching me should either have Credit Karma, Experian, Identity IQ, some type of credit monitoring service, all right? So I want you guys, I'm gonna pick a credit bureau. I'm gonna pick TransUnion, all right? Whoever has the least amount of hard inquiries on TransUnion gets entered into my $10,000 raffle next month, all right? So go, send me a screenshot of your, like I said, of your your Credit Karma TransUnion or your Experian, like, TransUnion on Experian. Whoever has the least amount of hard inquiries and forwards it to me, you're going to get entered into this $10,000 raffle that I'm doing in less than, what is that? That is a little more than 30 days, but next month. Let's see. We're awarding good behavior. You should have between 0 and 2 hard inquiries, all right? So one of you guys watching me, I know you got 0 hard inquiries on TransUnion. So just send it to my email. I know it's gonna take you guys a minute. Just take a little snapshot, send it to my email. TransUnion only. I'm specifically asking you to give me a TransUnion hard inquiry list. So if you have anything more than 2, you probably wouldn't even want to email me because, like I said, I know somebody watching this has less than 2 hard inquiries on TransUnion. All right, I'm gonna give you guys about 2 more minutes. I'm gonna give you guys 2 more minutes. Anybody. Alan came up, good job. Alan came up, good job. All right, Shanika Knight. Shanika Knight was the first person to shoot me an email, and let's see how many hard inquiries she has. All right, she's gonna be the winner. Let me just notate her name, Shanika Knight. All right, Shanika Knight. All right, I'm gonna email you your raffle ticket number. You are entered into a drawing for $10,000. All right. So gradually, every day that I do my live, you guys will be able to, get these tickets, get these raffle tickets. Yeah, 1 hard inquiry. That's amazing. That's amazing. All right. So let's get back into it. Okay, let's get back into it. We're going to talk about some of the reason that some of you guys are poor, okay? And I'm not talking about mindsets. I'm talking about financially, all right? Why some of you guys are poor, all right? We all have been poor. We all have lived paycheck to paycheck, okay, things of that nature. But we need to go to the root of the problem, all right? We're going to go to the root of the problem. So the first question that I'm going to ask you guys is, how many of you guys do not have a budget, all right? How many of you guys do not have a budget? So you do not track your monthly spending. How many of you guys do not have a budget? All right, so Vaughn sent me his hard inquiries. He had 2 hard inquiries. I got your message. I got your message, Savon. Shanika was the winner with 1 hard inquiry on TransUnion. How many of you guys in the chat do not have a monthly budget? So you just get your check and you just, you pay this, you pay that, you pay this, you pay that. You have no structure in the money that you receive on a monthly basis. So how many of you guys do not have a budget? How many of you guys honestly do not have a structured budget? Okay, let me flip the question. How many of you guys have a budget? How many of you guys have a budget? All right. How many of you guys have a budget? I don't even know. I had as many as I didn't even know I had as many hard inquiries as I had. I better consult with you and remove them ASAP. All right, Alan said me. All right, so you got a budget. Deidre Simon has a budget. Savon has a budget. How many of you guys have a budget? So every dollar has, every dollar has a somewhere where it's going. Like as soon as you get your check, this has to go to this has to go to this, and I'm left with, $2,000 or whatever. And out of that, I'm going to save this and I'm going to invest that. How many of you guys have a legit budget? That is one of the main reasons why most people are poor. Okay, they don't give their money an assignment. Okay, they don't give their money an assignment. All right, good job, and good job on the 1 hard inquiry. All right, somebody, Ray Nelson just shouted you out, Shanika, for having only 1 hard inquiry on TransUnion. All right, so what is another reason why you might be poor? All right, how many of you guys in the chat are borrowing money? Okay, how many of you guys in the chat are using your credit to borrow money to buy depreciating assets? All right, how many of you guys are borrowing money to acquire depreciating assets? Okay, anything with a motor, a boat, a RV, a car. How many of you guys are leveraging your credit to buy depreciating assets? Good job, Shanika. I have 1. Anybody? How many of you guys are you're allowing credit card issuers, you're allowing dealerships to pull your credit so you can buy depreciating assets? I did, but I sold it. All right. Because we gonna get into you guys being car poor. I'm not going over you guys being house poor, because the topic of tomorrow's live is gonna be how to secure a mortgage. So I'm not even going into real estate until tomorrow. That's for a whole different video. All right, Savon said me. All right. All right, so let me ask you this question. For those of you guys, most of you guys watching me, most of you guys watching me probably have a car note, all right? Most of you guys watching me probably have a car payment, all right? So my question to you guys is this. What percentage of your annual income should go towards purchasing a car, all right? So financing a car. What percentage, all right? What percentage of your annual income should go towards buying you a car? They really don't give me money. They really don't get her money in assignment. That's good. So if you make $100,000 a year, what percentage of that should go towards you buying a car? So how much car can you afford based on your annual income? Allocated funds. Allocated funds. All right, Bobby said, "Are you getting my emails?" That's the only email. That's the only email I got from you, Bobby, when you said, "All right, am I getting your emails?" Let's see. All right. Savon said 5%. No, that's not it. What percent of your annual income should go towards you purchasing a vehicle? I'm gonna let one person guess, and then I give you guys the answer. Okay, I have been sending them earlier. All right, so guys, the answer is 35%. All right, that's the answer that I was looking for. Alan said 10%. No, it's not. Somebody else. Bobby said 15%. 35% is the percentage that I was looking for. All right. So the second question is, how much of your monthly income should go towards your car payment? All right, your car payment, the maintenance, gas, things of that nature. All right. So what percentage of your monthly gross? What percentage of your monthly gross, okay, should go towards car payment, maintenance, fuel, things of that nature? I did just about a month ago. Anybody, what percentage of your monthly gross should go towards your car payment, maintenance, gas, things of that nature? Okay, somebody said 15%. Somebody said 70%. Oh my God, Brian, that's way too high. I hope 70% of your monthly is not going towards maintenance, a car payment, and gas. 70%, that's horrendous. All right, Ray Nelson said 20%. Shanika said 10%. Alan said 15%. All right, so the answer that I was looking for, somebody is right in the chat. The answer that I was looking for was 10%. That's the correct answer. All right, so if you make $8,000, 10% of that should be able to cover your car payment. All right, your car payment, fuel, and maintenance, things of that nature. The answer is 10%. So if you divide your monthly income and you take 10%, okay, then you have too much car for your income. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. You have too much car for your income. The example that I gave yesterday is I had a client that had a $20,000 car, but she made $20,000 a year. So I told her she could not afford the car, and she went and bought the car anyway. And a couple months later, she asked me, could I remove a repossession off her credit report? All right. You guys cannot argue with the numbers. All right. Just because you can afford a car payment does not mean you can afford the car. Okay. All right. Somebody said 28%. Shanika, you spot on today. You spot on today. All right. Okay. So yesterday I asked you guys. I said which credit bureau on the personal side. I said which credit bureau on the personal side is not on the business side. Most of you guys knew that TransUnion is not on the business credit side. All right. So my question to you guys is this: if TransUnion is not on the business side, what is the main credit bureau on the business side? What is the main credit bureau on the business side? All right, Brian, you got it right. All right, so Dun and Bradstreet. He put Dun, but he meant Dun and Bradstreet. That is the major credit bureau on the business side. We heading to the hospital. I'm sorry, I have to drop out. Can I catch the next one? Yeah, the next one will be tomorrow at 7 p.m. Deidre, handle your business. Bobby said Experian, and Ray Nelson, he's still answering the previous question. Do we got a delayed chat again? Hold on. Let's see. All right, so this is another question I have for you guys. If you guys woke up tomorrow, all right? If you guys woke up tomorrow and your annual income was $1 million, how much of that $1 million should you live off of? How much of $1 million a year should you live off of? And why? You make $1 million a year. How much should you live off of? Brian said 50%. You living off $500,000 making $1 million a year? I'm sorry. Yeah, no, I was right. 500,000. You living off 500,000 a year? Anybody else? I'm not. That's not the answer I was looking for. If you make $1 million a year, how much should you live off of and why? Wow, this is great information. You wake up tomorrow and you literally are bringing in $1 million a year. How much should you live off of? I'm not looking for a percentage. I'm looking for a number. All right. So example would be 250,000. You living off of 250,000. That's an example. That's not the right answer, but I'm giving you an example. All right. So Alan said 10,000. Alan said 10,000. That's not. Go a little higher, and I'm gonna explain my answer. Anybody else? I'm gonna give you guys about 10 more seconds. If you make $1 million a year, how much should you live off of and why? Somebody said 3 or 4%. All right, so the answer that I was looking for, all right? So let me say the question again for anybody who just joined the chat. Somebody said I'm living off of all of it, 25%, and I'll reinvest it. All right, so if you wake up tomorrow and you make $1 million a year, all right? So that's your new annual income. The answer I was looking for was $83,333. All right. So what did I do there? Where did I get that number from? I'm telling you, I basically told you, even if you're bringing in $1 million a year, you need to be living off of 1 month worth of your gross income. All right. 1 month will be $83,333. Why do I say that? Why do I say if you make $1 million, you should only live off of $83,333? The answer is simply this. There is no guarantee that you're going to make your business or whatever you're doing to make $1 million. Is no guarantee that you're going to make $1 million in 2022, in 2023, and 2024. So that's the biggest mistake that we make is when we get an increase in our income, we increase our spending and things of that nature. So then when an emergency happened, let's see, somebody said 20% comfortable, 70K. Okay, so Vaughn was close. So like I said, again, the number I was looking for was $83,333. It's no guarantee that your business is going to consistently do 1 million a year. So you want to live off of one month out of every 12 months, just in case. Just in case. All right, so I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna stop right there. I'm gonna tell you guys a story. All right, it was a story I wanted to tell you guys yesterday, but it's more fit for today's topic. All right, so I told my dad one time, I said, you should save $10,000. You should put $10,000 to the side. So my dad, my dad is very intelligent. He said, why would I put $10,000 to the side? You're not telling me what I'm putting it to the side for. So I told my dad, I said, how many family members do we have that die, all right, that don't have life insurance? Let me say that again. How many family members do we have that pass away that don't have life insurance? All right. How many family members have you guys had that passed away and the funeral was delayed because it was not no funds to cover the funeral? So I told my dad a long time ago, make sure that you have $10,000 put to the side for family members who do not have their own life insurance. So while the whole family is trying to struggle to put the money together, you already thought about that and you put that money to the side for that loved one that you care about. How do you guys feel about that? I know some of you guys gonna say, I'm not paying $10,000 for somebody else's funeral. How many of you guys agree with putting $10,000, a minimum, this is a minimum, of $10,000 aside, just in case somebody that you care about passes away and they don't have life insurance? Anybody? All right, so the next reason why you guys are poor, all right? The next reason why you guys are cash poor, I'm talking about financially, I'm not talking about mentally, all right? The next reason why you guys are poor, my question for you guys is this. How many of you guys carry a credit card balance month to month? I had to take the glasses off of that one. How many of you guys carry a balance on your credit cards from month to month? I got a ton of restructuring to do. Anybody? How many of you guys, if I look on your credit report right now, how many of you guys credit utilization will be more than 1 or 2%? How many of you guys? Just say me in the comment section. Just say me in the chat. For Your Soul Dad said mines. How many of you guys are carrying a balance on your credit cards month to month? I rarely look at a client's utilization and it's 1-2%. It's normally 57%, 85%. So how many of you guys are going to be honest and say you carry a balance on your credit cards month to month? All right, Brian said 5% balance. That's good. All right, Brian, I like that. So, Brian, out of that 5% that you carry, all right, that 5% utilization, how much available credit do you have? How much available credit do you have? So, all your credit card limits combined, how much available credit do you have? Alan said me. All right, so Alan was the first person to take responsibility. He carries a balance on his credit cards month to month. All right, so Brian got 20,000 in available credit. That's not bad. That's not bad. It's clutch, and it should be a family clause. All right, so since he said $20,000 is his available credit, I'm gonna ask you guys this. In order to have an 800 credit score, how much credit card How big across all your credit cards should your limits be in order for you to get a 800 credit score? So if he had $20,000 in available credit, how much more money would he need in order to secure an 800 credit score? Somebody said I keep it at 2% off and on. Okay, that is the secret number right there. That's the secret number right there. That's the sweet spot for anybody who didn't listen yesterday. Ray Nelson mentioned it yesterday in the chat. 2% is the utilization that you want to carry. All right. I looked at my credit report. Earlier today. My utilization right now is 1%. So I'm not even practicing what I'm preaching. Some type of way I miscalculated something. My utilization is 1%. But it's not. I'm not mad at that. But the sweet spot in order to maximize your credit score is 2%. Okay, Shanika said I used to, but I no longer do. Just learned a few months ago. Ray Nelson said I attempt to pay it down, but I've carried a balance over months. Anybody else? Bobby said I really try not to. All right, I want you guys to tell me if you agree or disagree with what I'm about to say. Just say I agree or say I disagree. You should not charge your credit card for anything that you do not have in your checking account. Do you agree or disagree? You should not swipe your credit card for anything that you cannot pay off at the end of the month. Do you guys agree or do you disagree? All right, Alan said I agree. I've been keeping 30%, but we'll take it down to 2%. Gigi, when you take your utilization down to 2%, let me know how much your score went up. How much of your credit score is attributed to credit utilization, to your credit utilization score? Can you rephrase that question? How much of your credit score is attributed to credit utilization score? Like 30%. Oh, so you're talking about the gauges. So you're asking me, so like hard inquiries would, be 10%. I get what you're trying to, okay, I get what you're trying to ask now. Somebody said 40%, yes. All right, so the heaviest percentage of your overall credit is your payment history. So that your payment history should be 35%, and your utilization, I think, is 30%. It should be 30%. Your utilization, 30%. All right, somebody said I agree. How much your credit score? All right, let's see, what else? All right, so my next question for you guys. What is the average age of retirement in the United States? What is the average age that people are retiring in the United States as of 2020? What is the average age that people are retiring in the United States as of 2020? All right, somebody said 60. Somebody said 62. Gigi said 70. Oh my God, Gigi. The life expectancy in the United States is so low, I would hate to be 70 years old, trying to retire. But Alan got it right. Alan, the number that I was oh wait, no, Alan, you close. Alan is the closest. Allen and Gigi is the closest. Let's see. Brian said 65. Okay, he the hottest. Brian said 65 to 70. Facts. I agree. So the average retirement age in the United States as of 2020 is 66 years old. The average person that lives in the United States is going to retire at 66 years old. Somebody said black men don't live past 65. Black men don't live past 65. That's the most honest thing that I've heard all day in this chat. Black people do not live past 65. So yesterday I told you guys, a couple years ago I made a Facebook status. I told all my family, I was about 24 or something like that. This was a couple years ago. I'm about 24. So I made a status on Facebook and I told my family, I told my friends, I said, I'm retiring at 30 years old. So all my family, all my friends, they was like, oh, that's impossible and you got to be realistic, things of that nature. Those same family and friends, they're not saying that right now. I'll be 29 next month, so I'll be 30 next year. So I asked that question to ask you guys this. At what age do you guys in the chat plan to retire? At what age do you guys in the chat plan to retire? What age are you planning of not working, not having to work, okay? Not having to work. Somebody said, is that due to Social Security benefits? Are you referring to the retirement age? Yes. That's Gigi. Gigi, is that due to, that was a good question. Is that due to Social Security benefits? All right, Bobby says 65. All right, 30% is the utilization. All right. Can somebody in the chat explain to me what the definition of delayed gratification is? What is the definition of delayed gratification? Anybody? What is the definition of delayed gratification? Gigi said, I want to retire at 60 but not collect any Social Security benefits. Alan said, I want to try 56. Alan said procrastination. Not having it right now. What is the definition of delayed gratification? What is the definition of delayed? So you're delaying your gratification. What is the definition of delayed gratification? Anybody? $69 is the number. Not having it right now. Procrastination. Work now, play later. Thank you, Brian. That's the closest. That's probably the closest answer I'm gonna get. No immediate pleasure. I like that, Gigi. You spot on with your answer too. No immediate pleasure. All right. Oh snap! I thought it was 63. So you become more successful in life when you're able to put off the things that you want for later down the line. Okay? People who fail in finances, they are people who are in a rush. I want it right now. I want my dream house right now. All right? I make $100,000 a year. I want a $2 million house right now. I want a Lamborghini right now. Okay? I don't have the money to support, keeping up with the payment on that or the maintenance on that, but I want it right now. So the way to succeed is delaying gratification. Delaying gratification. Everybody is in a rush. I want an 800 credit score right now. I want to save $100,000 right now at this very moment. People get it twisted. Gigi said people get it twisted. You guys are going to find more success in life by delaying gratification. All right, so my next question. Hopefully in 10 years, but I'll be 64 then, hopefully before. All right, so this is my next question. How many of you guys in the chat have a 9 to 5? And how many of you guys in the chat is just a business owner, you're an entrepreneur? So how many of you guys punch a clock, you work 40 plus hours a week, and how many of you guys are business owners? Ray Nelson said sacrifice. They want clothes. Gigi said they want clothes, cars, and things, glitter, and they don't have real value. I love that. How many of you guys have a 9 to 5, and how many of you guys are a business owner? Gigi said I'm both. Alan said he has a 9 to 5. Savon said he has a 9 to 5. Okay, yeah. Gigi says I'm an employer and business owner. Oh shoot. Brian Jordan said business owner, I have my own authority. All right, so for those of you guys who are watching me that work at 9 to 5, all right? For those of you who are watching me that have a 9 to 5, I'm not talking about you have a 9 to 5 and you own a business. For those of you who work 40 plus hours a week, all right? You work for somebody's company, things of that nature. All right, I'm talking about those of you who have a job and those of you who, I'm not talking about a career. So I'm not talking about if you're a doctor, a lawyer, a nurse. I'm talking about you have a job that you go to every day to pay the bills that you do not enjoy what you do, all right? So those are the people that I'm referring to. So my question is this. How do you guys feel about working in order to fulfill your boss's dreams? Okay? How do you guys feel about, so I give an example. If you're a truck driver, all right? Whoever owns that company, their dream was to have you drive their truck in order for them to make millions of dollars, okay? So how many of you guys, business owner, have my own authority? So anybody answer that question. How do you guys feel about working in order to fulfill your boss's dreams? That's all the boss is. So like I said, we're gonna use a truck driver because I work for a trucking company. Ray Nelson has worked for a trucking company. So we're gonna use truck driving for example, all right? When I was making $250,000, all right? So when I was working for somebody, all right? When I was working for a company, he was bringing in $100 million a year. So once I found out how much he was bringing in, I quit. I personally quit. It's like, man, I'm working 70 hours a week. I'm working 80 hours a week. Yeah, I'm making $250,000, but he making $100 million. And I realized that I wasn't gonna make $100 million working for somebody, fulfilling his dreams. He was building a $10 million house while I was on the road, not seeing my family for Christmas, not seeing my family for Thanksgiving, not seeing my family for Halloween, So, how do you guys feel about that? You working 40 plus hours a week for, I don't know how much you guys get paid, let's just say $40 an hour. So you working $40, you working for $40 an hour, you work 40 plus hours a week. How do you guys feel about your hard work, your energy going towards your boss just, making millions or billions depending on the company that you work for? Both business and punch that clock in the face every day. It sucks. All right, so I got another one. How many of you guys work a 9 to 5? How many of you guys work a 9 to 5 and you want to start a business, but you don't know where to start? How many of you guys have a 9 to 5 and you want to become your own boss? You want to start a business, but you don't know where to start? Any 9 to 5 workers that want to be a boss, let me know in the comment section. Any 9 to 5 workers that wants to be their own boss, let me know in the comment section. Alan said, I think everyone. All right. So anybody who works a 9 to 5 and you want to start a business and you don't know where to start, all right? You don't know how to get business credit. You don't know, how to get an EIN number. You don't know how to get a DUNS number. You don't know how to set up your NAV account. You don't know how to get no Net 30 account. Anybody that works a 9 to 5, all right, that does not have any understanding of how to structure a business, okay? I want you guys to shoot me an email after this live, all right? So anybody that does not have my business startup kit, anybody that does not have my business startup kit or my business funding kit, you guys are gonna get it for free, all right? Anybody that does not have it, okay? It's literally gonna teach you how to go from no business to a business where you can receive between $250,000 and $500,000. If you follow step by step, if you follow everything is, you don't even have to reach out to me with questions. Everything is step by step. That's what I want to do for you guys. Anybody who has not got my business funding kit or my business startup kit, shoot me an email at the end of this live and I'm gonna give it to you. Mello said, I make $40,000 a year. My supervisor makes $120,000 annually. I have an EIN, an LLC, a DUNS number, but I have to build business credit. All right, Ray Nelson said exactly, spoken truth. All right, so another reason why you guys are poor, all right? And I'm not singling nobody out, all right? I'm not singling nobody out. So I don't want none of you guys to feel a certain way. Like I said, I've had bosses probably like, for the last, 8 years or 10 years before I started credit repair. I had a boss. So the position that you're in now is the position that I used to be in. I made a lot of money though. I did make a lot of money. Like I said, in carpentry, I maxed out at $85,000. At driving that truck, I maxed out at $265,000. So I didn't really have no $40,000 a year job, $50,000 a year job. But I wasn't happy. I wasn't happy. But everybody else, seeing the checks come in, it's like, man, you doing good. Like I said, I wasn't happy. Being a truck driver, I was away from my family. I probably seen my wife, I don't know, 10 times out the year, maybe 10 times out the year, maybe 5 to 10 times out the year. You know what I'm saying? But everybody, and everybody else mind, he making $250,000, he doing good. So is money worth losing time with your family? I miss so many weddings. I miss so many baby showers. I miss so many funerals. But everybody thought process was, man, he making all this money. He making $250,000 a year. He doing good. Imagine me being in California delivering a load and my cousin, he dead in Chicago, and I don't have enough time to drive that truck back to Chicago before his funeral. Like that's what people fail to realize. Everybody big thing is I want to make $100,000. I want to make $250,000. I want to make $500,000. That's the last thing that you guys should be thinking about is how much money you want to bring in. You need to figure out what you're going to do. You need to figure out what you're going to do in life that's going to make you happy. 9 times out of 10, whatever you do that's gonna make you happy is gonna bring you money. It's gonna bring you just naturally. So if I say I love to do credit repair is gonna bring me money, all right? So I don't have to repair credit. I can start repairing credit right now. Why can I start repairing credit? Why can I start repairing credit? Because I have a credit repair class, so I can not touch a credit report ever again and teach hundreds of thousands of people how to repair their own credit. I have a business credit class that I charge $5,000 per person for. You get what I'm saying? I've created things to where I don't have to touch a credit report if I don't want to. I have a hard inquiry kit. So I don't have to call and remove hard inquiries for anybody. I can just sell a hard inquiry kit and you guys can remove your own hard inquiries. I have a credit builder kit for people, you got negative bank account information because you stuck in check systems. You're in early warning systems because you overdrafted and you didn't pay your balance back. I got a credit builder kit for that, where you get yourself out of check systems where you can get a bank account again. I got a list in my credit repair kit of 9 check system banks. So if you don't want to dispute and get yourself out of check systems, you can at least find a bank where you can get a checking account and a savings account. So while I was busy repairing people credit, I was also building ways for me to get residual income. I can't tell you how many times I woke up to an email, how many times I woke up to a text message. Hey, I just sent you $1,500. I want to get your factory dispute kit. It's on sale. I just sent you $5,000. I want to get your business startup kit, and I want I can't even think, because I didn't. You guys know I didn't do bundles and sales and things of that nature. But it's literally all the hard work, the hours that I put in to create these products. It pays off every day, because it could be random. I could be talking to you guys right now and get a random email. Hey, I just sent you $1,000. Let me get that business startup kit. I literally did my business startup kit, I think at 6 p.m. or something like that. I got done at probably 4 in the morning. I was tired, but in my head, my wife was just about to have my son. So I told myself, I said, every day until my son is born, I'm going to create a product. I'm going to create something related to credit where I can get money without having to do the work. I did the work initially, and now it's paying off every day. The latest product that I ever created was the credit repair blueprint. I charged $10,000 for that. Some of you guys got that yesterday for free just by answering questions. I charged $10,000 for that. If I get 10 people that buy that, if I get 10 credit repair companies that buy that from me, I just made $100 grand off of the work that I put in initially. Delayed gratification. I swear, I can literally not touch a credit report again and make hundreds of millions for the rest of my life, just off of delayed gratification. Like, man, yeah, it's gonna take me a day or two to create this product, but once I'm finished, all I have to do is forward you an email and then receive the payment from you. Everything is nothing to do after that. It's not like credit repair where I gotta send a letter off and wait for this and send a letter off and wait for this. I put the time in, I put the effort in, right? So like I said, anytime somebody email me, all I have to do is forward an email, and then they'll send me a Zelle, or they'll send me a Cash App, or they'll send me an invoice. So whatever you do, whether you own a hair salon, like I said, I don't know what you guys do. I'm not telling everybody to go do credit repair. What I'm saying is you need to figure out what you're good at, and you need to create a solution to everybody's problems. That's what I did when I created my products. I said, man, everybody got hard inquiries. I need to create a hard inquiry kit. Everybody want to start a business, but they don't know, where to start it. Let me create a business funding kit. That's how you become a billionaire. You find a solution to everybody's problem. Most billionaires have found a solution to everybody's problem. That's how they got $1 billion. There's no other way to become a billionaire unless you just inherit $1 billion. I'm talking about you start from scratch and you work your way up to $1 billion. 9 times out of 10, you probably invented something. You had an idea that nobody else thought about, and you took action. Time cannot be equivocated. All right, so it was another point I wanted to give you guys. See, I told you guys, once I start reading the chat, my mind go blank. Okay, hold on. I was talking about delayed success, gratification. Oh my God, my mind just went blank. Oh my God. All right. Since my mind went blank, we're gonna go to the next reason why you guys are poor. That's what I passed over. Okay, so the next reason why you guys are poor, you're cash poor. The next reason. How many of you guys that are watching me right now do not have an emergency fund of at least 3 to 6 months worth of expenses? Okay. So what I'm asking you guys is, if you do not go to work tomorrow, all right, or you get fired, you quit your job right now, all right? So if you quit your job right now, how long can you pay your monthly expenses before you go broke? Let me know in the chat. Your wherever you work, the job, the site, wherever you work, it explodes. You drive a truck, the truck explode, you fire, whatever. Like, whatever you do, you're not working right now. How long can you go without having any more income come in off the money you got in your savings right now? Somebody said Gigi said only 3 months. Alan said 4 months. Ooh, somebody said I don't. How long can you guys go right now if you didn't have no more income coming in? If you want to, you can include living off your credit cards if you want. You can include that into your savings. So if you got $40,000 in available credit, you can include that. How many months can you go with no income coming in? Because that's what a lot of people overlook. That's what a lot of people don't think about. I done had so many people come to me and say, I make $2,000 a week. All right, so my counter argument is, if you make $2,000 a week, if your boss fire you right now, then what? Oh, I ain't think about that. As long as you work for somebody else, you put your future in somebody else's hands. No matter how hard of a worker you think you is, how much time you think you put in yeah, you can get fired, you can be replaced. Everybody know if you die today, your job will be covered in less than 7 days. I don't care how smart, whatever. Whoever owns that company has to replace you. That's why normally when you're in a certain type of job, if you're good at what you do, you're involved in training other people, right? You know what I'm talking about. If you work for Walmart, you work for Target, you're training people coming in so they become as good as you are at what you do. So how many months? Well, okay, I got 63,000 in credit cards. So like I said, based on your monthly expenses, so it sounds like if his monthly expenses is, $5,000, for example, it sounds like he can go at least a year. Mello C, he can go probably a year without no more income coming in. But should I use that $5 should I use that money to my debt? But should I use that? Reiterate your question. But should I use that money for are you saying should you use your emergency fund towards your debt? Savon said unemployment line. Unemployment line. All I'm trying to do is get you guys to think about stuff that you guys do not think about. The average person that got a 9 to 5 feel like they're gonna have that same 9 to 5 for years to come. And that's where you guys mess up. So, like I said, the whole purpose of this live is to change you guys' way of thinking. To have you think about things that you didn't think about. Like I said, most of you guys got a 9 to 5 and you like, yeah, I'm gonna have this job for 20 years and then I'm gonna do this and do that. What if you get fired tomorrow? What if you get fired tomorrow? What you gonna do? Are you ready for that? That's what I'm trying to say to you guys. Are you ready for that? If you got fired tomorrow, would you be prepared for it? I told you guys yesterday in my live, when I wake up and I say good morning, boss, I'm looking in the mirror. I'm looking in the mirror. I promise to God, I'm looking in the mirror. Any job that I had where I worked for somebody, it did not last because I was meant to be a boss. I was not meant to be a worker. I was not meant to be a worker. I was meant to be a boss. And that's why I am a boss right now. If credit repair does not work out for me, I will still be a boss. A promise that I made to myself, I will never work for anybody ever again. I don't care what company I have that fails. I'm always going to be a boss. You will never see me at McDonald's. You will never see me at UPS. You'll never see me nowhere where somebody sent me $9.99, but I'll look at that later. Somebody sent me $9.99 for something. But yeah, so what was I saying? Okay, Ray Nelson said he can go 10 months. Ray Nelson said he can go 10 months if he lost his job today. That's good. That's what I was looking for. I wanted most of you guys to tell me that you could last at least 12 months. You could last at least 12 months. Okay, between your savings and between, your credit cards. All right. So if you guys didn't answer the question, it's probably because you don't have no type of emergency fund. So since you guys know that you don't have an emergency fund, what do you guys need to start doing? You need to start saving and stacking up months worth of expenses. You haven't been doing it. You need to start doing it today. When you get your check, your next check, you need to start putting money to the side You need to start putting money to the side so you can build up your emergency fund. At least 3 to 6 months worth of expenses. But like I said, if you got a lot of income coming in, I would probably shoot for at least a year, you know. And if you feel like you in a job where you can't save money to, you know, to pay for expenses in the future, then you probably need to change that job. You probably need to do something else. Okay? The minimum wage is probably what, $7.25? You only got about 5 states with a minimum wage of over $15 an hour right now. And Virginia, as of 2024, is going to be the next state that has a minimum wage of $15. Slowly but surely, the minimum wage is rising. But majority of these states have a $7.25 minimum wage. Most people have about 4 months worth of expenses. All right, so let me ask you guys another question. If you pull up your credit report right now, all right. So like I said, majority of you guys have Credit Karma. What is your payment history? If you look at your credit report right now, what does your payment history say? We know what it should say. Your payment history should say 100%. But what is your payment history? Not how many payments have you paid on time. What is your payment history? All right, Gigi said 100%. I love it. I love it. I love it. We award good behavior over here. You want 0 to 2 hard inquiries. You want 100% payment history. If you want an 800 credit score, I'm about to drop it right now. If you want an 800 credit score, 0 to 2 hard inquiries, 100% payment history, over 21 accounts open and closed. So some of you guys, if you look at your open and closed accounts, you got 5 accounts, you got 7 accounts. If I look at my credit report right now, I have 21 accounts minimum across all 3 credit bureaus. 21 accounts. I got people watching me right now with 52 accounts because they're older, you know, in their 40s and their 50s. Okay? My dad has 55 accounts closed and open with no late payments and, you know, no missed payments on anything. My issue is in hard inquiries. So what is your payment history? Alan said 96. See, when we start talking about your payment history, the example that I gave you guys, you guys probably didn't check it out because it was on my Instagram. But I did, in one of my Instagram videos, I said this. If you miss a payment on anything, whether that's a car note, a mortgage, if you miss a payment on anything, if it does not make a tear fall out of your eye, all right, you do not care about your credit. I don't care what type of excuse you try to give me. Oh, I'm tough. Oh, I'm hard. That's when you care about your credit. If you miss one payment ever in your life, if a tear did not come out your eye, you don't care about your credit. I'm looking at some of these credit reports. The payment history is 57%. Clients have missed 200 missed payments. They have 200 missed payments across all their accounts. 150 missed payments. This is what I see on a day-to-day basis. How do you go 5 years missing payments? I can see if you go 90 days. I can see that. I can understand that. But I'm looking at some of these credit reports, and y'all got 155 missed payments. What is that? 12 years or something? The other example that I gave you guys yesterday, I had somebody sign up for credit repair, and she had 3 open accounts with late payments. So I told her, I said, we got to remove these late payments, but you need to get current on these 3 open credit cards that you got. You know what she told me? She said, oh, no, I don't want to pay Credit One. I don't want to pay Capital One. I'm going to pay you. I don't want to pay them. I say, well, sweetheart, if I remove the late payments and you're not paying no payments on your current cards, your score going to drop right down like a rock. What is it? Is that Chevrolet, like a rock? Your score going to go right back down. You should value your payment history like you breathe. Example that I always give you guys. I got a friend. His name is Anthony Wright. if you guys have purchased my Dropping Credit Gems booklet, which is only $50, if you guys purchased that, I literally brought the situation that I'm about to tell you up in that particular in that booklet. So anyway, my friend had a 780 credit score. It dropped down to like I can't remember, 763 or something like that. I do credit repair. I'm a close friend of his. So he reached out to me, even though he's never needed credit repair ever in his life. But I'm saying he reached out to me. He said, man, my score dropped to 763. What you think happened? I said, man, did you miss a payment? He said, man, I'd die before I miss a payment. Let me say that again. I said, did you miss a payment? He said, I'd die before I miss a payment. I hope you guys are listening, man. That's when you care about your credit. No matter what happened to his score, what happened financially, anything, he ain't missing no payments. He ain't missing no payments. I don't care if his credit card minimum payment is $500. Before he miss a payment, he gonna swallow his pride, reach out to me or reach out to somebody else. That's another reason why some of you guys, I missed my payment because, I didn't want to ask such and such. Most of the minimum payments on y'all credit cards is $50, $25, unless you got a crazy big limit. Most of y'all average monthly payments is $25 or $50. So the example that I give people who make excuses about why they couldn't borrow the money, if your minimum payment is $50 on your credit card, you couldn't have went to 10 people that you know and got $5. I'm not saying borrow $50 from one person. You couldn't go to 10 people and get $5, and they always say, yeah, I could have. Well, why didn't you do it? You right. I didn't want people to know my business. You let your payment history go from 100% to 99, 97, 90% because you ain't want people to know your business? Are you crazy? Are you crazy? If a couple years ago I needed somebody to make my minimum payment on my card, do you think I'm embarrassed about that now? Even if the person that paid my minimum payment on my credit card, do you think I'm embarrassed about reaching out to that person now? No. Whoever that person is, back in the past, I asked them for some money. Their yearly income is probably whatever, $60,000, $100,000. So whether they laughed at me like, oh, Ty, he asked me for a minimum payment. It doesn't matter. You guys are you think it too small. I'm gonna ask everybody. I'm gonna go through my whole contact list before I miss a payment on something. I'm gonna go through my whole contact list. I'll reach out to one of my clients before I miss a payment on something. I know Ray Nelson got me. I know Ray for a fact. If none of y'all got me, Ray Nelson got me. So it's no excuse. It's no excuse. If you a client and you about to miss a payment, you gotta shoot me a message. Shoot me a message before I let your payment history go from 100% to 90 or 97. Just reach out to me. Because most of you guys gonna say, well, I ain't got nobody that I can talk to. I ain't got nobody that's gonna help me with my minimum payment. If you have access to me, reach out to me. Hey man, I'm about to become late on my credit card, the payment $50. I would rather give you $50 than let your payment history, go to dust. My payment history is 100%. I got 21 plus positive accounts. I got 0 hard inquiries across the board. My average age of all my accounts is 9 years. Okay? I have 0 collections, 0 derogatories. All right? I practice what I preach. My wife met me with a 630 credit score. She has an 805 credit score across the board right now, and she's only 24 years old. We practice what we preach. Come on, man. Come on. How you doing, Desmonique? Hello, everyone. I'm late, but I'm here. And it should anger you. It should anger you when your score decreases. The quickest way for you guys to get an immediate increase to your credit score, somebody said teach. The quickest way for you guys to get a quick boost to your credit score, regardless if you got collections, late payments, is to lower your credit card utilization. I got friends right now with credit card debt $78,000. You know what I'm saying? And no negatives, but they credit utilization is so high that they score, it's 660, 670. But if they pay their credit card, they pay that 78,000, they might have an 800 credit score. Most of you guys' problem is your credit card utilization. I just told you the secret. The secret is 2%. The only thing today that I didn't practice what I preach is the fact that my utilization is 1%. That's what I literally looked at it before I did my live. My utilization is 1%. So I'm 1% away from what I tell you guys to do. I miscalculated somewhere. Off my 1% utilization, my TransUnion score went up 50 points. I literally just told my wife this morning. I said my score just went up 50 points. The highest your score can be is 850. My score just went up 50 points. That's all I'm gonna say. My score just went up 50 points. Get your tissue because he been indirectly talking directly about you. I like that. I like that. This live is on fire. I got you. All right. I know an older guy older person from my church that told me that also. An older woman. She said that she was going through her contact list to pay her truck note, and we gave her the money she asked for. Yeah, like I said, this is what you guys need to do. This is what I want you. This is the homework that I want you guys to do. Tonight, I want you guys to go through your contact list. All right. So I want you guys to pretend whatever your monthly, add all your monthly bills. Add all your monthly bills up, whatever it is. If it's 4,000, 3,000, whatever your monthly bills is. I want you to add up how much your expenses are. I want you to put it down on a piece of paper. And then I want you to go through your contact list and say, well, this person, if I lost my job today, right, would this person help me? If your answer is no to anybody on your contact list, I want you to delete that person out your phone. Let me reiterate, because I know some of y'all people, I'm not deleting my mama on my phone. I'm not talking about people that can't help you because they don't have it. I'm talking about people, if you look at your contact list, if they had it, you feel like they wouldn't give it to you. Delete all those people out your phone. I probably got 20 people on my contact list right now. I weed out people on a day-to-day basis. I probably got 20 people in my contact list. My messages is full of unsaved numbers. I probably got 20 people on my contact list, if that. If you cannot help me in an emergency situation, then what are you in my life for? That's what you need to ask yourself. If you cannot help me if I get into a jam, if I get into a situation, what are you in my life for? He telling the truth. And out of us, all you know, Ray, you've been here a while. Exactly, Desmonique. That's the homework that I want you guys to do. Go through your contact list, add up all your expenses, and if you reached out to each person in your contact list, ask yourself, would they help me? If I was at my worst moment, would they help me? If I was down to my last dollar, would they help me? If I was about to lose my house, would they help me? If my car was about to get repossessed, would they help me? If the answer is no, delete them out your phone. You guys gonna thank me later. Y'all gonna thank me later. All right. We're gonna take the time for you guys to ask any questions that you have. Any questions that you have, you can drop them in the chat. Ray Nelson said, I'm about to pay down my utilization. Like I said, it might take some of you guys a while. If you got, $10,000 worth of credit card debt, it might take you a minute. But just slowly, month to month, hit that 10,000 with 1,500. Hit it with 1,200. And you slowly gonna see your score rise. Everybody pay attention to all the other factors of their credit score, but they don't pay attention to the utilization. So all you guys, I want you to get your credit card utilization down to 2%, whether you got collections, charge off, bankruptcy. Put your utilization at 2% and tell me if your score don't go up. Tell me if your score don't go up. Anybody. So at this point, any credit related questions, any finance questions, I don't know, any business credit questions, y'all got the floor. Y'all got the floor. I did my rant. I did my rant long enough. Hopefully, some of you guys, took some information and absorbed it. Mello said, pay off credit cards every month, no balance. So the rule of thumb with credit cards is, I am not going to swipe my credit card for anything that I cannot pay back at the end of the month. You're going to keep yourself out of a lot of debt by thinking like that. So if you got a $500 credit card and you do not have $500 in your checking account, do not swipe for $500. That is somebody asked me that yesterday. How do you get high limits? Max the card out, then pay it off. Max it out again, then pay it off. Max it out again and pay it off. I'll probably pay my credit cards off on a day-to-day basis. There's no way that I can miss a minimum payment ever on any credit card that I got. If I call Capital One right now, it's gonna say no minimum payment due. If I call American Express, no payment due. If I call PenFed, they're gonna no payment is due at this time. And that's another thing, y'all need to have a reminder in your phone, because a lot of people miss payments. It might not be because you ain't had the money. You don't have everything structured properly. You need to if your minimum payment is the 8th, you need to have an alarm set for the 5th. You need to have an alarm set for the 5th or something like that. So the key is to pay your credit card balance. If you owe $3,000 on a credit card, you want to pay $1,500 2 weeks before your due date. And then I want you to pay the remaining balance off 3 days before your due date. That's going to trick the system and show 2 on-time payments within 1 billing statement. Let me say that one more time. You're going to pay half the balance that you racked up on your credit card 2 weeks before the due date, and then you're going to pay the remaining balance 3 days before the due date. It's going to show up as 2 on-time payments within 1 month. Auto pay, yeah, Alan, that's what, yeah, auto pay. And it teaches you not to rely on others. Oh, I love that. Again, I got 20 people in my contact list. And they're there for a reason. Giving out game. I got about 8 new people in the chat. So let me reiterate. I want you guys to write down your monthly expenses. And if you lost your job right now, I want you guys to go through your contact list and ask yourself, would this person help me pay my bills if I lost my job? If the answer is no, delete that person out your phone. So again, I'm not saying if your mother does not have the money to. I'm saying if your mother had the money, do you think she would help you? That's what I'm saying. I got people on my phone that don't got no type of income coming in. But I know if they had the money, they would help me out. And that's why they still on my contact list. I'm gonna drop. This ain't even credit related. This ain't finance. I'm gonna drop some game to you. When I was a truck driver, I used to train people how to get their CDL. All right. So I'm making $250,000. The person I'm training, I'm paying them whatever, $1,500, $2,000, whatever I'm paying them. But anyway, I'm making $250,000. So anyway, I'm training students. I had this particular student. He's doing real good in life right now. I'm not gonna say his name, but anyway, I had a particular student, and he was on my truck as a truck driver, and I dropped him off at home so he could take some home time and be with his family. So while he was at home, when I went to pick him up after I came from seeing my wife, when I went to pick him up in the truck, he had a black eye when he came to my truck. So the first thing that I said was, who jumped you? You know what I'm saying? Like, who did it? Who jumped you? So he said, no, it was a one-on-one fight. It was a one-on-one fight. I got beat up. I said, all right. right, because the guy, the guy that I'm talking about, he's a very, good shape football player. I'm like, somebody gave you a black eye and knocked you out and did this, that, and the third. One person did that. He said, yeah. He said, but I got two friends that was with me and they ain't helped me. He said, I got two friends that was with me and they ain't helped me. So I'm cutting them off. I'm about to cut them off. I say, no, let me stop you right there. Let me stop you right there. I say, why would you cut the two people off for not helping you? I say, it's your fault because you didn't know who you had in your circle. You didn't know who you had in your circle. Everybody that you have around you, whether you feel like you street or not street, you should know what purpose they serve in your life. I got people that I know if I get into a situation, they're not going to be a part of that. So I know not to have them around when I'm in certain situations. And then I got people, you get what I'm trying to say, like, you trying to blame somebody who might not have been a fighter, or you know what I'm saying? Like he might have been a guy that's around you that's gonna give you, intelligent advice or something like that. You have to know the purpose of everybody in your circle, everybody around you. Everybody around you should serve a purpose. The example that I gave you guys yesterday, I got a best friend. She's the only friend I got that don't make six figures. She's the only friend that I got that don't make six figures. She said, I only make $40,000 a year. Why do you keep me around? I say, obviously I don't keep you around for money. You serve another purpose in my life. We've been friends for 13 years. I said, but now that you mentioned your $40,000 income, I know you need to make $80,000 next year or I'm cutting you off. Guess what? Her income went up next year. Her income went up. I had a rental property. She said, hey, I want to live in your rental property. I said, yeah, I'll let you stay at the rental property for 1 year, but then I want you to buy your own house. I don't want you paying the rent, for my house. We need to put you in position to get your own house. I don't want to collect rent off you for 15 years. So if you don't got a friend, a person in your life like me, you need to get you one. Come on, Pastor Todd. Thank you for this information. Much appreciated. So again, going back to the situation that I just said, guys, a student of mine, a student driver of mine, got a black eye. He blamed his friends for not helping him, not jumping in. All right. Something that I lived by since I was younger. All right. I used to fight all the time when I was younger. Something that I used to always tell my friends, if I ever get into a fight, whether I win or I lose, do not jump in. Do not jump in. All right. My best friend, he just got killed, but prime example. All right. He was with me one time. I got into a fight with a guy. Not to say I was winning or losing, but as soon as I threw a punch, he went to, hit the guy, and I hit my best friend and I hit him in the face. He said, "Man, what you do that for?" I said, "I told you to never jump into my fights. I don't need no help." You get what I'm saying? You got people that only get into scenarios and situations because they got a crowd of people behind them. You need to be able to carry your own weight by yourself. You get what I'm trying to say? Like my friend that, good protection, good fighter, he's in the ground right now. He's in the grave right now. He can't help me right now. You get what I'm saying? Like you guys, you can't be dependent on other people. At the end of the day, all you got is yourself. And that's how a lot of people, get. We're not even talking about credit. This is real life. This is how people get killed. Because you based in your trust on this other person that you don't really know to help you out if you get into a serious situation. Just because the person next to you got a gun permit does not mean they're going to shoot for you if somebody gets to shooting at y'all. I want you guys to understand that. Like, oh no, if anything happened, he got me. You need to have yourself. Somebody else just sent me $25. I appreciate it. My Cash App is in the chat. But yeah, like I said, forget credit, forget finances. Like this is real. I like to talk real life with you guys. Because most of you guys are not street, okay? Or you never been street. Most of you guys are book smart, you're highly educated. So that's why I like to throw these little stories in so I can change your way of thinking about certain things. Everybody in your life should have a purpose for being there. Whether that's financially, whether that's advice, if they don't serve a purpose, you need to cut them off. They holding you back. They the reason that you can't go to the next level. All right? When I became a truck driver, I was living with my grandma at the time. I got laid off from carpentry, all that. I quit. I quit carpentry, so I was late. What I mean is, I was just sitting there at my grandma's house with no income coming in. I'm in a very bad state. My cousin called me. She said, hey, I'm a truck driver. I'm making, $2,000, $2,500 a week. You should come, drive, for this company. I literally packed my stuff, and I went to orientation. I didn't tell anybody. I didn't tell my mother. I didn't tell my father. I didn't tell anybody what I was doing. Literally, my whole family was stressing. They thought I was missing. They thought I had died because I didn't reach out to nobody. I picked up and I said, I'm in my worstest moment right now. I quit this job without knowing what was next, and I'm sitting here and I got no money coming in. So I literally didn't tell anybody what I had going on. So I started making thousands a week. Finally, I reached out. I said, if everybody think I'm dead, I need to at least reach out to my mother, and I need to reach out to my father. I reached out to my mother. I said, hey, I drive a truck now. She's like, what? You driving them big trucks? You ain't, I say, I'm good. I reached out to my dad. I said, hey, I'm driving a truck now. He said, drink water, read a book, be safe. That's all he said. That's all he said. My father is so proud of me right now. My father is so proud of me right now. You know what I'm saying? Everybody always asks me, like, do you got a mentor? Did somebody teach you about credit repair? No. But if I have to say I had a mentor or somebody who taught me, just life skills, things of that nature, I would say my father. All right? I'm gonna give you an example. I'm just gonna give you an example. This jacket right here, I probably paid $130 for this jacket. I love this jacket. All right? But the moment that my father seen this jacket and I sent him a picture, right? As soon as he seen this jacket, he say, why you wearing that garbage? Why you wearing that garbage? Your jacket should at least be $1,000. He could tell, he knows so much about suits and ties, things of that nature, just off of looking at, like, you guys might have seen that jacket in some of my videos, like, oh, he fly. My dad said, you were paying credit and you got that on? Are you a joke? That's why you guys haven't been seeing me wear that. Because my dad is helping me, get my suits together. He literally gave me, I don't even have them on the table. He literally gave me some of his ties, So like I said, nobody taught me about credit repair. But if I have to say, on a day-to-day basis, somebody give me, information, I would say my father. I would probably have to say my father. Very intelligent person. Very intelligent person. So again, if the people that you're surrounded with is not helping you get to the next level, you need to cut them off, all right? The main people in my circle right now is my mother, all right? My mother, my wife, my son, of course, you know what I'm saying? Those are my brother, my sisters, definitely my sisters, all right? I have my main circle just so happen to be my immediate family, all right? When I have my family, when I have my housewarming on the 17th, you guys are gonna be able to see and meet my immediate family. My dad will be here, my mother will be here. Like I said, the people who really looking out for me and got my best interests at heart. All right. You're not gonna really see extended family because they might not have my best interests at heart. You might not see none of my friends here because most of the friends that I had, they're not living anymore. I just told you guys yesterday, my cousin got killed. I just told you guys last year around Halloween, my best friend who did 10 years in jail just got killed. I probably got like one or two friends like that I had since a kid that's like still living. The example that I gave you guys yesterday, my best friend Doug, he did 10 years in jail for attempted murder. He did 10 years, he got out. The first thing he said when he met me, he found out that I did credit repair. He said, man, can you fix my credit? I say, man, you've been in jail for 10 years. You ain't got nothing on your credit report negative. I say, you need to get an authorized user trade line. I'm gonna put you on my credit card. You're gonna have a 780 or 800 credit score. Do you guys know he died before I was able to do that? That's one of my biggest regrets. Nothing else that I regret other than not being with him that night when he needed me. He just so happened when he went to that haunted house and he got killed, he did not tell me that he was going. He did not call me even though I was probably a 10-minute drive away. So that's my only regret with that. All right, not being there for one of my closest friends. Literally while he was in jail, I was telling my cousins, I was telling, everybody that know him, I was telling them, I said, when he get out, I want to make sure I got a house for him. I want to make sure I got 10,000 for him, cash. I want to make sure I got a girl for him, everything. They was like, oh no, I'm not. I wouldn't put 10,000 to the side for him. I'd give him like $30 or something. Do y'all guys know the first day that my friend got out of jail? He reached out to me. I can't forget it. When he got out of jail, he said, man, I've been out, everybody telling me, they happy to see me. Ain't nobody gave me no money. I ain't got no money to my name. All the money that I had in my checking account at that time, I sent it to him. At that time, I sent it to him. Okay? Now, later on, a couple people gave him $100 here and there. But I gave him everything that I had in my checking account. Okay? Before he died, I had got into a jam. Before he died, I got into a jam. All right? I needed some money real quick. He said, man, this is all I got to my name, but it's yours. If you don't have people in your life like that, you need to cut them off. Okay? Anybody that I'm associated with, they are going to their bill money to make sure that I got what I need. They gonna go into their bill money for me. They going into their savings for me. They going into their emergency fund for me. Because they know I'm a good person. They know I'm a good person. You guys don't realize that I'm a good person until you hear me talking on this live. You see a couple YouTube videos and you form an opinion about me. That's why I do these lives, so you can really see who behind the camera. So you can really see who you're dealing with. I don't want to just, that's the difference between me and these other credit channels. They gonna talk credit. I'm gonna talk credit and I'm gonna talk real life. You guys need real life experience. You need to learn from my mistakes. You need to learn from my father's mistakes so you don't make the same mistakes. So again, if you guys got any questions, just drop them in the chat. Any questions? Real life questions, credit repair questions, finance questions, business credit questions, budgeting, anything. Somebody said, my signal is pretty bad tonight and I can't stay connected, but it feels like you are on a spiritual journey tonight. I can't wait to listen to the entire show. I know that feeling. So yeah, like I said, anybody got any questions, just drop them in the chat. If I can answer it, I will. If I can't, I'm gonna tell you I can't, and I'm gonna figure out the answer later and get back to you. That's how you build a credit. That's how you build not even credit repair. That's how you build a YouTube channel. You just be honest. I'm not here to be perfect. I tell you guys, my guy New Waves, he might be in the chat, but my guy New Waves, he literally from Michigan. So when he found my YouTube channel, he said, man, I don't want to hurt your feelings. I don't want to get you upset. Literally, when he met me in my office, because he wasn't signing up for credit repair unless he could pull up to my office. So he pull up, we met about 5 o'clock. We talking back and forth. And New Waves on my YouTube channel. He said, hey, I got this child support on my credit report. How we gonna go about, getting it off? After I explained to him how to remove child support, he had already paid me. At that time, I was charging like $800 to do a bankruptcy. So he had already sent me the $800, while we were doing our conversation. He was so excited the way I broke down how to get the child support off. He said, man, I'm about to send you $800. I said, you already sent me $800. He said, no, I'm about to send it to you again. You can't watch a couple of my videos and just have this prejudgment on me. You gotta watch me on live, hear me talk. You get what I'm saying? That's how most people got close to me. Like, man, it ain't your YouTube videos, it's your live. You put everything out there. You put everything on the line. That's how you get to the next level, not trying to be perfect. Another thing that he said, man, I don't want to hurt your feelings, but what attracted me to your YouTube channel was your low quality videos. I didn't even take that as I didn't feel no type of way about that. But that's what he said. He said it's something about YouTube channels that don't do the most and add all these special effects that got the best information. He's like, that's how I found you. Your video became recommended. I was like, man, this is a young guy. Look like he hungry. Look like he ready to eat. So he gave me a shot. But literally, I can't make this up. I was at my sister's hair salon. He gave me the call. He said, hey, you from Michigan? I'm from Michigan. You got an office? I said, yeah, I got an office. He said, where is it? I'm pulling up. I sent him the address. He pulled up. He literally was in my live yesterday. Most of my friends that I call friends outside of the friends that I grew up with, I built from my YouTube channel. My guy Ray Nelson. I tell you guys, that's the only person that can call me at 3 in the morning and I'm not gonna get upset. Because we have a relationship outside of credit repair. Okay? I got another friend. Her net was I'm not gonna say who she is. I got another friend that I met off of YouTube. She got $100 million net worth. I met from YouTube. Like I said, most of my friendships have been established from you guys, and I appreciate it. I definitely appreciate it. I met a young lady in real estate that was trying to get some hard inquiries removed. Now she's one of my closest friends. So when people have real estate questions, I could just refer you guys to her. My friend Kelly Holmes. I think her. I was about to give you guys her Instagram name. I think it's Love Kells. But like I said, that's my real estate lady. If I don't know something about real estate, I'm gonna go to her. I literally got friends that have their own credit repair businesses that reach out for me for advice about their credit repair businesses. There's nothing wrong with that. And I'm not saying that to throw shade. That's how you progress. To understand that you don't know something and you willing to, lower your pride and reach out and, and get your questions answered. Like, yeah, I got a credit repair company, but I'm struggling with this. And I watched one of your YouTube videos and I feel like you're real good at it. So, can you give me some advice on it? I could sense the genuine character the hour we had our conversation. Oh yeah. So when I met Mr. Nelson, I was in my office at the time, and we had a real long conversation. And what I remember from our conversation that we had, he said, "Man, Todd, you're not rushing me off the phone. Todd, you ain't rushing me off the phone." I was like, "What? What am I rushing off the phone for?" I literally had a call with my guy Delicious Media, the guy who said his signal was bad. I had a conversation with him this morning for an hour. He said, "Man, let me get off the phone. I'm taking too much of your time." I said, "You notice I'm not rushing you. I'm not rushing you. You got the floor. Only time that I'm gonna rush you is if it's an emergency. My wife need me for something or something like that. But I value your time because I want you to value mine." Oh, you can take it. Todd, I found your channel yesterday, and I'm glad I did. We are glad to have you. We are glad to have you in the Excellent Credit Matters family. Welcome, GG. I appreciate the likes. If you are watching me, you listen to me talk, make sure that you drop a like, up there. Drop a like. Let me look at my notes, make sure I covered everything. I don't leave no stone unturned. Oh, I did miss something. So, another reason why you guys might be poor, is because you do not invest consistently. So in the chat, I want you guys to let me know if you guys take your money and invest a percentage of it consistently over the long term, whether that's stocks, How many of you guys are reinvesting your money over the long term? I'm not talking about no get rich quick, put your money in, take it out. I'm talking about over the long term. How many of you guys are investing your money? That's another reason why you guys, and I missed that. I'm mad I missed that. That was very important. Some people, somebody said some crypto, but not consistent. When I contacted Todd, we were literally on the phone discussing credit for for better than an hour. Bobby Richardson said for sure. How many of you guys are? I used to invest into inventory, but I stopped. Bobby Richardson said long term. Alan said yes, sir. Yeah. I'm not here to sit here and tell you what to invest in. That's ultimately, you got to do your own research on that. I'm never going to tell you, buy Bitcoin and, buy this and buy Dogecoin. I'm not going to do that. But the whole purpose of investing is putting your money to work for you so you can make more money. You're not going to get rich by sitting money in a standard checking account or a standard savings account, getting 0.01% on your money a year. You have to put your money to work. So if you do have a 9 to 5, all right, you need to be taking some money from your 9 to 5 and putting it to work for you, so it can start creating generational wealth. I don't care if you invest in $500 out your check, $300 out of your check. You're doing better than what you would be doing just by saving, a small percentage of your money. I had selected and subsequently rejected a previous commitment to another credit repair service. I invest for the long-term gains. I like that, GG. You guys might think I'm intelligent. I got a lot of intelligent people watching me right now. Even if you don't feel like you're intelligent, I'm letting you know you're intelligent. Even if you feel like you're not gonna be a millionaire, if you're watching my YouTube channel, I'm telling you, you're gonna be a millionaire. This is a journey. I'm here for the long haul. I'm here for the journey. I promise you, my number one client, Ray Nelson, is gonna be a millionaire because he has access to me. He has access to me. He's gonna be a millionaire, I promise. I support the people that support me. Okay, so let's go back to what I was saying yesterday for the people who missed my live and I didn't save it, so you guys won't even be able to catch up on it. But I basically said, I support who support me. So anybody who got a problem with my new credit repair prices, okay, $300 per negative account. My subscriber base from a year ago has not changed since today. So I had 1,000 subscribers. I got 1,600 and whatever, 70 subscribers right now. So that means it's the same people that was there then that's there now. So those are the same people that signed up or could have signed up for credit repair at $300. They could have signed up at $500. They slowly watched all my videos, seen me raising my prices. So if you just not coming to my channel, do not prejudge and say, oh, he charging an arm and a leg and that's ridiculous, that's crazy. You found me at the wrong time. That's just the most honest way to say it. I was doing $100 credit repair. I was doing $300 credit repair. So it's not my fault. It's your fault if you was watching me back then and you didn't take advantage. That's a personal problem. Okay, that has nothing to do with me. My business has to grow. I cannot make my credit repair prices fit everybody's income. If that was the case, credit repair would be $150. Credit repair would be $150 for everybody. No monthly, just $150 flat out. If I was trying to just cater to everybody that's watching my YouTube channel. So what you guys need to do is change your way of thinking. Okay? It's not how much does this cost, it's how much is this gonna make me. Not how much is this gonna cost me. How much is this gonna make me? So how much is having excellent credit? Like, what's that gonna do for you? The example that I gave, I got a guy to sign up for credit repair at $500, turned around and shot me a text message saying he got $60,000 from Navy Federal. Do you think he mad about investing $500 with a $60,000 return? No. And that's only one of the things that he told me that he got. Only one thing. The lady Jules Phillips, I think. The lady Jules that was in the comment section yesterday. I repaired her credit. She got a high limit Navy Federal card. She got a check in hand to get the card that she wanted. All you got to do is go to my YouTube channel, click my community tab. It should say community. Everything that I'm saying is backed up right there. GG, you're welcome. Cryptocurrency can be tricky. I just want to make sure I didn't miss nobody. Ty, I did miss a question. Ty, what is the financial impact of marrying? Oh my God, okay. I like this. Ty, what is the financial impact of marrying in your early 20s, early 30s, or waiting until your late 40s? Is it better to wait and establish yourself and build wealth together? Or build wealth together? I mean, I'm going to speak off of Ty, check my question above. Yeah, I just read it. I'm going to speak from experience. When I met my wife, I was probably making $144,000. When I met my wife, I was probably making $144,000. Did I have everything together? No, I didn't. In her eyes, I was rich in her eyes because she was like 1 year in college or something like that. All her guys, none of the guys she had any good income coming in. So when she met me, I was, she was gonna cut off any potential person that could, stop us from growing as a couple. She literally, I can't, I can't forget it. She made a public Facebook post. Don't inbox me. Don't like none of my, don't like nothing that I got going on my social media platform. None of y'all is gonna stop me from being with this man. I seem to remember a guy texting her when we first got together. She said, "What should I do? Should I respond?" I say, do what you want to do. But she was just trying to confirm that she was my girlfriend. That's all she was trying to do. You get what I'm saying? Girls, I'm not going to go too deep into that, but I say come up together. My wife will tell you, her biggest regret is not meeting me at my worst. That's her biggest regret. She's like, when I met you, you semi had it together. That's her big. She wanted to meet me at $0. You know what I'm saying? She kind of met me, in the middle of my success. But like I said, my wife is the number one person in my circle, in my corner. We didn't repair credit together when we first started and all that. When we was charging $100 for credit repair, $300 for credit repair, she didn't repair some of y'all credit reports with me in the dark. We didn't repair credit. Only thing light is on the laptop. That, like I said, that's stuff that y'all guys don't see. The average girl, if your lights get cut off, she gone. She going to the next guy. She going to the next, like, oh no, the lights off. Oh my God. But I don't feel like you should wait till you 30, 40 years old, establish wealth, and then try to find your spouse. It's more genuine when y'all both just come up together. Y'all gonna appreciate each other more. The relationship gonna last longer because y'all built an empire together. So a lot of people be like, oh, the basketball player, he made millions of dollars. The wife shouldn't get nothing if they break up. You don't see the wife supporting the basketball player emotionally before his game 7. You don't see her supporting him, at funerals, after his mother passed, his grandmother passed. That's like little small stuff. You don't see the wife taking care of the kids while he out playing basketball, overseas, things of that nature. A wife position is very, very important. No major decision that you make in your life should not include your wife. My wife then went shopping with one of her friends, and before she swiped that credit card or that debit card, she gonna reach out to me. Can I spend $15 on this card, on this credit card, on this debit card? It might be her credit card or her debit card. You guys sitting there, you married, and you got accounts that your wife don't know about. You got accounts that your husband don't know about, because just in case he leave, I need to have a backup. If you thinking like that, you shouldn't be in that marriage. If you think like that, you shouldn't even be in that marriage. You need to call it quits right now. I need to have a backup plan just in case this person cheat on me. That's the main reason why most people are not married right now. Most definitely, I'm speaking to the men right now. I don't want no girl taking half my stuff. I literally, when I did my vows at my wedding, I literally told my whole family, her family, I said, when I met my wife, I said, I didn't want to get married because I didn't want no girl leaving me taking half of what I earned. I said, but I got married when I decided that I found a woman that was worth it. Let me repeat that. I got married once. I found a woman that was worth it. I don't mind giving my wife 50%. No matter how we fall out. And now, that was even before I had my son. Now I got a whole son. So it's almost guaranteed. I don't care what happens in our relationship and our marriage. If it don't work, she is going to be taken care of. She is going to be taken care of. We have enough respect for each other. Vice versa. Vice versa. Ty, my husband and I operate as a team. A queen who's 10 toes down for her king is a blessing. Ask your wife this question. Why do some young women in their early 20s look past the solid established men in favor of the boys that know they are not established? Hey, Lexus, come here for a second. Somebody in the chat got a question. Somebody in the chat got a question. No, come down here real quick. All right. So one of the guys that's in the running to be my number 2 client, he asked this question. He said, why do some young women in their early 20s look past the solid established men in favor of the boys that they know are not established? And then he said, I got scared all of a sudden.
I would say it's just what they used to, honestly.
Come a little closer so they can hear you.
So I would say that's just what they used to. So like, say for example, with, you know, the men in their life, their father, their uncle, their, you know, anybody, granddad, anybody that was in their life. If that's what they used to, then that's what they're going to go after. And they honestly not going to know no better 9 times out of 10, especially if they wasn't taught that. So, yeah.
Okay.
That's what I say.
Teamwork make the dream work.
Yeah. And then we can start heading out at like 10.
Just lean in the camera. Most people ain't even seen you ever in life. Just yeah.
I'm gonna be over here. It's me. I cut my hair.
But yeah, that's my number 1 right there. Outside of my son, that's my number 1 right there. Mello C said, good answer. Wow, I never thought of it like that. I told you guys yesterday. I said when I met my wife, I found somebody that I was willing to die for. When my son was born, I found somebody that I had to live for. Don't think too deep about that. Like I said, when I met my wife, I would have jumped in front of any bullet, any train, regardless of, you know, the factors. When I met my son, I was like, I can't die because I need to be in his life. So it's a perfect balance. It's a perfect balance. Oh, she's beautiful. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. When I was a truck driver, when I was, you know, traveling from state to state, I had plenty of my truck driver friends, they were putting their fears on me. You got a young wife. She probably at home sleeping with such and such. I say, no, your lady probably sleeping with such and such, but they ain't got nothing to do with me. All right, when I first met my wife, I was paying her way through school, $2,500, $4,500 a week for the college that she was going to. All my friends, man, you stupid. She young. She could just pop up and just leave, and you done invested all that money into her. Guess what? Those same people who said I was stupid, they was at my wedding. They was at my wedding. They were. Some of them were my groomsmen. The only person that has to have understanding in what your relationship has going on is you and your spouse, you and your significant other. We knew we were going to get married. We don't care about the outside. Okay? I told you guys yesterday, someone had said, you know, one of our family members, y'all living in an apartment, you trying to do this and that, you need to get you a house. I literally looked at my wife and she knew exactly what I was talking about. We were engaged at the time. I'm sorry. We were engaged at the time. So whatever I was talking about buying, that particular person said, oh, y'all, you know, I don't know why you're trying to get that. Y'all need to be trying to get you a house. Me and my wife had already had a house at that point. We already had a house with no mortgage at that point. But since we didn't tell that particular person, we didn't have nothing. See, that's the thing. That's the thing. If you don't tell nobody what you got going on, they're gonna form their own opinion about it. So what I told my wife, I say, by the time that person find out that we got the house, I want to make sure we got 10 of them. By the time they find out we got this one house, I want to make sure that we got 10. You ain't got to tell everybody your moves. This is chess, not checkers. If people think you make $100 a week or whatever, $40,000 a year, that ain't. Let them guess. Let them assume. People think you know, like I said, you guys get what I'm trying to say. Put your head down, get your money up. Stop complaining about prices for services and get your income up. You're not going to be complaining no more. You're complaining because your income does not match the services that you're trying to get. You need to get your income up. You make $100,000, you need to get it to $250,000. You make $250,000, you need to get it to $500,000. It's never the moment you get comfortable and you happy with the money that you got coming in. That's when you're gonna start failing. I'm never okay. If I make $100 million this year, I need to make $250 million next year. I need to make I'm always going up. Every job that I ever explained to y'all, I gradually went up. I never had a flat line in my life. All right? All right? An example I'm going to give you. When I was in carpentry, I was talking to my brother. I was working in carpentry. My brother was working UPS. All right? He came to me, my older brother. He came to me excited. He said, bro, I just got a raise. I said, man, I just got a raise. You tell me about your raise first. He said, UPS just gave me a 50-cent raise. I just got an $8 to $10 raise at my job. I didn't even want to ruin his moment, so I never even told him my increase in my hourly. I said, man, that's good, bro. That's good. So he was making, those little coins working for UPS. Let me show you how life works. I started running carpentry jobs. So people were sending me money, and I had to hire my own people to get these jobs done. Guess who I hired? I hired my brother, because my brother is a hard worker. I say, bro, how much you make? He said, man, I make $9 an hour. I say, bro, I want you to be the main worker on this job. I'm gonna give you $27 an hour, and I'm not gonna pay you weekly. I'm gonna pay you at the end of every night. So if you work 8 hours, multiply that by $27. I'm giving it to you in your hand when you're done. And I have 5 other family members that I hired. My brother stayed on that job, working that job 14, 15 hours out of each day, because we had a deadline to meet. Because the other people that I hired, they got paid the first day and they didn't come back the next day. You know how family work. You know when you're trying to help family out. And I'll never forget that. My brother's favorite car is a Trackhawk. I think a Trackhawk, $100,000, $80,000. My brother still can't get a Trackhawk. He want it though, and he gonna get it, and I'm gonna give it to him. Because I'll never forget that moment. I'll never forget that moment. We literally surviving off of Red Bulls and Monster Energy drinks. But we got that job finished. I'll never forget that. I got a brother-in-law. I had to do some work at one of the rental properties. I said, man, how much you make? How much you make? I think he said, man, I make $9 an hour. I say, all right, well, I need you to, clean up some of this trash, in this rental property. How do $27 an hour sound? And it was his birthday that day. So of course he got an extra whatever, $100 just because it was his birthday. But let me tell you what I was trying to teach my brother-in-law. I said, your job paying you $9 an hour, I'm gonna triple that. Guess what he did? He quit his job. I can't make it up. He quit his job because I was trying to help him realize his worth. He was working at Amazon. He quit his job after I paid him $27 an hour. Man, let me put my glasses on. Man, it's getting real. Look, where my glasses at? Hold on. Oh, shoot. I ain't crying in front of nobody. All right, there we go. Let's see. The queen. People will always try to count your money. They won't stay in their lane. Preach, brother. Keep it in the family. My brother-in-law that I'm talking about was working for Amazon. Now he making money drop shipping. You guys know how much money is in drop shipping if you do it properly. He needed credit repair one time. Did he come to me for credit repair? No. You know what he said? He said, man, I heard you got a credit repair class. I'd rather learn how to repair my own credit. I got to respect that man for that. I know you charge this to repair credit, but I'm going to pay the extra money. Let me know how much your credit repair class is and when the next class is. I want to learn how to repair my own credit. So again, anybody else, if you have any questions, drop them in the chat. I can talk about real life all day. I can talk about real life all day, real situations all day. If I die right now, my funeral is gonna be flooded between credit repair clients and just like people love me. You might hate me for whatever reason, but the majority of people love me. They love me. I receive the love on a day-to-day basis, and I'm talking outside of family. Because I provide value to everybody that I'm associated with. I provide value. You guys need to figure out how to provide value to the people that you are associated with. Nothing that I'm saying right now is pre-scripted. Just like yesterday, I did a 5-hour live without preparing for anything. I was 30 minutes late starting this live because I had to, pick up my little sister. That's why I was 30 minutes late. For those of you who, I know some of y'all was like, oh, he ain't on time. Family comes first, then everything else. What's your opinion on a duplex or a single family home for real estate? I definitely agree with a duplex. Live in one side, rent out the other. Live in one side of the duplex, rent out the other. Use the rent to pay the mortgage on the property. Yes, I agree. Single family home. My first piece of real estate was a single family home. But now when I shop for houses, I shop for apartment buildings, things of that nature. I like that when I shop, that's what I'm looking for right now. I need 50 units. I need 14 units. Like, I'm shopping for apartment buildings right now. All right. Me and my wife was paying, what was our rent at our apartment? Me and my wife was paying $1,200, $1,300 at the, where we were staying for the last 4 years. Probably about 5 minutes from here. We sitting in a $400,000 house. You can't tell me God not real. We sitting in a $400,000 house because we don't have nothing to prove to nobody. People see me, oh, you should have $1 million house. You should have a $2 million house. Why should I have a $2 million house right now and it's just me, my wife, and my newborn son? It's not needed. I live in Michigan right now. That's not where we plan to stay over the long term. So why would I buy a $2 million house that I'm not going to stay at? I don't know. The only person that I care about as far as opinion is my wife's opinion. She loves this house. She loves this house. It hasn't even hit me yet that I'm living here because I've been living in an apartment, owning. See, that's the thing. When we was living in an apartment, we had already owned house, so it ain't like we couldn't have had a house or nothing like that. But we chose to rent the houses that we had and rent our apartment. But like I said, if you just see me and you don't know what I got going on, I'm just living in a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom apartment. I ain't got nothing going for myself. Like I said, God is real. You guys want to see a $2 million property? Give me about 2 years, because that's how long we plan on staying here. Give me about 2 years. When we move to Texas, I'm going to get a $2-3 million house if that's what you guys what you guys want to see. But that's not what I need right now. That's not what I need right now. In 2 years, I probably had 2 more kids, Now we need to get a bigger house. What do you think about hard money loans? If any of you guys have followed me since the beginning, you guys, like I said, because of you guys, I'm actually leveraging my credit. But before you guys, kept telling me like, man, you need to, you got a credit channel, you need to start doing this and doing that. I don't like owing money to people. I don't, personally. Whether that's a car, whether that's a house, I don't like owing people. The example that I gave you guys was one time I had a vehicle and it was getting repossessed. Some people laugh when I tell this story, but I'm not there. That's not the moment in my life right now. But anyway, the vehicle got repossessed while I was in it. I was literally about to take a young lady on a date. This was when I was living in Chicago. I was taking a young lady on a date. We were talking. I was about to go pick her up, and I felt the car lift up. The car had lifted up. The guy, whoever was towing the car, didn't know I was in it. Lifted up the car. It jerked to the right. And she was like, what's going on? What's that noise I hear? I hung up the phone. I haven't talked to her in years. I just reconnected with her, a couple years ago on, like Snapchat or something like that. But she never even knew what the situation was. I was so embarrassed about getting my car repossessed. I never reached out to her after that. The guy said, if you give me the keys, I'll let you get your stuff out the car. That's why I don't like borrowing money. That's why I don't like borrowing money. Me personally. A real life situation. I had somebody take something of mine from me. I don't like that feeling. It didn't feel too good. So when I tell you I want a $300,000 Lamborghini truck, and the first thing people say, "Oh, you can get zero down, you can get 10%." I know what I can get on a Lamborghini, but I'm not gonna get no Lamborghini truck until I can pay $300 cash, whether you feel like it's a dumb decision or not. The average rich person to buy a Lamborghini puts 20% down and reinvest the rest into, making more money. But when I get mine, I'm putting $300,000 hard money into it because I don't want to owe Lamborghini a dime. So just know when you see me riding it, I ain't making payments on it. But if you do want to have a Lamborghini and you do want to make payments, the payment's going to be $2,900 a month. And some of you guys are looking at what I'm talking about and saying, I don't make $2,900 a month. That's not even my monthly my monthly gross. But if you're looking to get a Lamborghini, that's what your monthly payment gonna be, with about 10-20% down. I've done the research for you if that's what you want to, if that's what you guys want to figure out. You want that type of car? That's the monthly payment. The last payment I've ever made on a car was $1,500. That might make some of y'all guys' brains explode, because the biggest car payment that you guys are willing to pay is probably $600 at the most. My last car payment was $1,500 a month. My wife's last car payment was $1,069 a month. If I don't tell you guys, you would never know. If I don't tell you guys, you would never know. Don't put it on. This is who you are. Ain't no hiding what God has instilled. Oh, has installed. $1,500 a month for a car, you balling. That's what the guy said. Like I said, if you guys tune into my Corvette, video, and he said, hey, you got any history of paying off a car? I said, well, let's look at my credit report. He took one look at my credit report and said, you must be an athlete. You must be an athlete. No, you know what? You must be a numbers guy. No. I was so appalled that I didn't even tell him I own a credit repair company. I own property things. I didn't get all into all that. He had prejudged me because of my appearance. And if you guys know me, I always wear Puma. That's my favorite brand. If I ain't wearing Excellent Credit Matters or something like this, I probably got this shirt from Walmart. See, everybody watching this video, majority of you guys, you want to fit in. You want to fit in. I would rather wear a $10 shirt. This might be a $10 shirt. I'd rather wear a $10 shirt, $20 cap. I got on like some khaki pants. Like that's how I dress on a regular. Because when people see me in public and they look at me, they don't see money. They don't see money. And that's what I want. Majority of my family stay in Detroit. When I go to Detroit, people see me, they're not thinking about robbing me, because I don't carry myself like that. The last 2 Rolexes that I had, my wife would tell you, I threw them in the garbage. Every time I tell somebody that, they can't wrap their head around it. I threw it in a presidential watch. I threw them in the garbage. If you guys look at my Instagram, back in the day, I was wearing, gold Cuban link chains. I don't got no watch on. I ain't got no chain under this. And while we talking about jewelry, let me bring this up. Let me drop some jewels on y'all as far as jewelry is concerned. One time I went to my jeweler. My jeweler is my father's jeweler. But anyway, I went to my jeweler one time, and my dad said, ask him why his chain, this was like a $40,000-$50,000 chain that my jeweler had, but I couldn't see it. So my dad was like, ask Onik why you can't see his chain. I said, what chain? He ain't got no chain on. So he pulled it out. I said, why you got your chain tucked in and it's $40,000-$50,000? He say, Todd, because my chain is for me. It ain't for nobody else. Don't let that pass you. Let me say that again. My chain is for me. It ain't for everybody else. The moment you guys get a $20,000 Rolex, hey y'all, I'm a victor. I done did it too, so I'm not. Hey y'all, come ride me. Come ride me. I got the presidential on. He said my chain is for me. I say, how do you feel about having a pendant? I'm thinking about, putting a pendant on my, on my chain. He say, if you look at my chain, you see a Jesus piece, because that's what I believe in. Anything that you wear should mean something to you. You shouldn't just get something just to get it. We're not talking about credit repair. We're talking about real life. You buying things to impress other people that's broke and don't got nothing. They don't got nothing. They don't have anything. Focus on you. Focus on your bag. Don't worry about everybody else. I don't care if your auntie and your mama got a new car, got a new house. Good for them. Put your head down and stack your money. Put your head down and stack your money. You want so much money that you need a money counter. If you ain't got no money counter, you ain't making enough money. If you ain't got no money counter, you ain't making enough money. You want to have so much money, you gotta put it in a money counter. I done messed the camera up. I was gonna be laid back this video. I was a little hyped yesterday, but I said forget it. We putting everything on the line every day that we go live. So y'all gonna get this same energy tomorrow when we start talking about how to secure a mortgage. And it was a question that somebody asked me earlier, and he probably don't even think I remember. But let me drop the question right now. He said, Todd, is it possible to remove an open account off your credit report so you can bypass the 524 rule for Chase? If you guys don't know what the 524 rule is, you can only have a maximum of 5 cards open in the last 2 years. All right, if you got more than 5 cards open in the last 2 years, you won't be able to get any Chase products. All right, so that's what the 524 rule is. So let me answer his question, because I didn't answer it privately. I'm gonna answer it publicly. You can remove anything on your credit report, open or close. I've removed mortgages that's open. I removed student loans that's open, credit cards that's current, that's open. Yes, it don't have to be a closed account. Anything on your credit report can be disputed and deleted. Anything. So don't come and say, oh, what about this? What about anything on your credit report can be challenged and removed. Anything. So I hope that answered. Oh, there you go, right there. I thought you forgot. Look, see, after all the stuff that I said, I ain't forget. Money counter. B. What net 30s should I start with for business credit? Mello, I could have swore, maybe I could be mistaken. When you reached out to me this morning, you either asked for the business class or something like that, and then I told you that wasn't even on the table yesterday. I told you guys, everybody in the chat, shoot me an email. I have a business credit kit. The list of all the net 30 accounts that you need, Granger, Uline, all that, it's all in the kit. Everybody, I'm not charging none of y'all for this business kit. I say everybody that's trying to start a business, build a business credit, shoot me an email. I'm gonna give it to you. Jesus is using you tonight, so I wasn't sweating it. No, like I said, man, I literally, I remembered your question. I say, yeah, I'm gonna mention it in the live. Yeah, I got a good memory. I got a real good memory. But sometimes when I read y'all messages, my mind go blank for some reason. That's the only flaw. So when I get to really talking, I can't look at y'all chat. I'm gonna have to, just wait till I finish talking about what I'm talking about. But yeah, you can remove an open credit card. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Whether it's late or not late, you can remove anything. You can remove anything. Okay, we got 8 people in the chat. Like I said, anything else? Anything else? Any other questions? Any other questions? I'm definitely the mistake that I made yesterday, guys. I put my gun in the video yesterday. You guys know what I was talking about when I showed you guys my gun. But anyway, I put my gun in the video yesterday. I put my son in the video yesterday. I don't show you guys my son, but I showed you guys yesterday when I was showing y'all the house. So that's why I couldn't upload the live that I did yesterday. I really wanted to show y'all guys that live because I put a lot of energy into it. But this live is just as good, if not better. It started off slow. I was trying to wait on everybody to, chime in, because I feed off of interaction. I don't want to just talk. I don't want a million people to just watch me. I want interaction. Let's see. My dude, you are killing me with the blessings. Thank you, man. I feel like I owe you so much. Again, hey Lexus, drop my Cash App in the chat. Drop my Cash App in the chat. That was a mistake that I made yesterday. Everybody was hitting me up this morning like, man, you should have put your Cash App down there. You just dropping free game. I say, I had my Cash App in the chat, but it was at the top. So when my wife brought down my email and brought down my number, I didn't tell her to bring down the Cash App. But so many people was interacting yesterday that people couldn't even find, the information at the top. So she had to re-drop it back down. Drop everything. Drop my number, drop my email, drop my Cash App, drop my Zelle, drop everything right now in the chat. What's better, FHA or conventional? Nope. You almost tricked me. I'm talking about mortgages tomorrow. I was about to go into that. I'm not talking about nothing with no real estate until tomorrow. I'm not talking nothing. Tomorrow we solely talking about real estate. That's why I mentioned when you buy invest in the depreciating assets. Like I said, that's why I didn't mention real estate as far as like getting a positive return off of real estate. Like I said, that's that whole anything with real estate I'm doing tomorrow, and that'll probably be a 5-hour class or something like that. It'd be a 5-hour live. It'd be about a 5-hour live. But tomorrow is literally how to secure a mortgage, and then we're gonna surround that with some other things. But we're gonna talk about FHA. We're gonna talk about conventional. We're gonna talk about, hey, should you pay cash for a house? That is the best thing that you can do. When you go to Lamborghini, if you have a mortgage, you look way better. You look way better than if you apply for a Lamborghini and you got an apartment. Because they know if you got a mortgage, you ain't going nowhere, real quick. You ain't going nowhere. You're not going nowhere. It looks more secure. Dang, done Cash App. I got you. Yeah. Like I said, she just dropped my Cash App. She dropped my email. She dropped my phone number. Let me just check my emails. See who reached out to me while I was talking to you guys. All right, Shanika said, hi, Todd. I would like the business startup kit / funding kit. While I'm on this live, so I don't wait, so I don't forget, I'm about to do it right now. So, Shanika, let me get this to you. I have been telling my peeps about you all day. You are a blessing. Well, Jesus is using you tonight. Let me just make sure I didn't miss anything. Thank you, Ty, for everything tonight. I have a podcast at 9 p.m. I will check back to see if you are still on after my podcast. Yeah, I missed that comment too. If you guys have any specific questions when I mention real estate tomorrow, just shoot me the message in my email. Just shoot me the message in my email. But yeah, like I said, one of my clients, he had a question earlier, and I literally just dropped it, and he didn't even think I remembered. But I made sure, to keep a mental note to, to mention that. It took a while for me to get to it, but I got to it. All right, somebody just sent me $10 for the jewels. Somebody just sent me $10 for the jewels. My guy New Ways, Martinez. He sent me $10. Can you ask another question? I need to win the credit repair class. Can you ask another question? I need to win the credit repair class. All right. Yeah, I got you. We can do that. We can do that. My credit repair class is July the 30th at 7 p.m. I do a minimum of 2 hours for my credit repair class, but I always end up going at least 4 hours. The same way I'm doing this live and I put a lot of energy, you can only imagine what the credit repair class is gonna be like. Yeah, because it's not just about credit repair. But yeah, so the credit repair class, hey Lex. Nah, she doing something. I'ma ask the question. I was gonna have her ask you a question. All right, I got you. So the 9 people watching me, whoever answered the question first, you don't have to email the answer because everybody's not gonna be able to answer this question. All right, if you never got your credit repaired the right way, you're not gonna be able to answer this question. But I think I got a question. All right, so somebody sent me $50 for blessings. I think it's Jamal. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I'll never forget. I'll never forget when I put my. I was telling you guys yesterday. I put my Heart Inquiry kit on sale. Y'all gave me $45,000. Like that was crazy. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all. All right, so this is the question. I got 9 people watching right now. This is the question. If you want to get my $1,000 credit repair class for free, give me the answer to this question. And you have to name everything. Before you repair your credit, what are all the smaller credit bureaus that you need to freeze? Go. I might get one person who will be able to answer this. Don't give me 2 smaller credit bureaus. I want all the smaller credit bureaus that you want to freeze. Mello said I sent you a cash app. I must have missed it while talking. Mello, let me know in the chat. Would you send me on Cash App? This live ain't about me. Everybody get notoriety. Alan said I sent you 50. Alan said he sent me 50. So again, guys, what are the smaller credit bureau that you need to freeze before you repair your own credit? I literally got a video. on it. So if you ain't watched that video, it's literally in the video that I posted. What to do if you before you repair your own credit. Let me see. Savon gave me. He gave me 4. He gave me 4 of them. You missing 2. Savon, you missing 2. Alan gave me 2. LexisNexis and SaveStream. That would be for hard inquiries. LexisNexis will be for public records or bankruptcy. Shanika said LexisNexis, SaveStream, ARS, Innovis, CoreLogic. She got the closest, but she's still missing. Shanika, you still missing 2. Delicious Media said LexisNexis, SageStream, CoreLogic, Innovis. You missing 3. Mello said SageStream, LexisNexis, CoreLogic, Innovis. Yeah, you missing 3 too. I knew what question to ask. I knew exactly what question to ask. Cause like I said, that's $1,000 class. You know what I'm saying? And I'm giving away so much game in that class. I had to make it a hard question. Maybe one person to be able to give me all the ones that I'm looking for. When I give y'all the answer, I don't know. I don't think you guys are gonna figure it out. So like I said, when I tell y'all the two or three that y'all missing, hold on. New Wave said check systems, Surgy Innovis, Clarity Services, CoreLogic, Teletrack, CoreLogic, Crenco. Oh my God, this is crazy. That's a lot of stuff, but that's not what I was looking for. So y'all guys, let me know in the chat what y'all want me to do. Do y'all want me to give y'all the answer or ask y'all another question? Do y'all just want me to give y'all the answer and then we do like a different question? Just let me know. But the person that got the closest was the person who got the closest. 1, 2, 3, 4. The person who got the closest was between Shanika and Delicious Media. I'll take the answer. It's almost time to go. All right, give me about 10 more minutes. All right, so I'm about to go in about 10 minutes, y'all. So I'm gonna speed it up. I gotta take my little sister home, but okay. So the answer that I was looking for, like I said, majority of you guys said, most of the answers that I was looking for. Somebody said no homework for the bar. All right, so the first smaller credit bureau is going to be SageStream. All right, SageStream is for removing hard inquiries. All right, so SageStream. The second one is going to be LexisNexis. That's going to be for you to remove public records from your credit report, such as judgments, tax, bankruptcy, all that type of stuff. The third one is going to be CoreLogic. That's going to be your rental information. You got eviction, things of that nature. CoreLogic. The fourth one is going to be Innovis. Like I said, a lot of you guys, it's a lot of information on Innovis. Innovis is one of the, they as close to a major credit bureau, as Experian or TransUnion. So you got Innovis, you got I'm sorry, let me start over. SageStream, LexisNexis, CoreLogic, Innovis. You got ARS. Some of you guys said ARS. You got NCTUE. All right, I knew none of y'all was gonna get that one. You got NCTUE. That's your utilities, and then you got MIB. MIB is the medical information bills for those of you who got medical bills on your credit report. So I figured you guys weren't gonna be able to give me all of those. So again, do your homework. LexisNexis, SageStream, ARS, CoreLogic, NCTUE, MIB. I think I named them all. You guys, y'all will be able to replay the live, but I said all 7 of them. But that's what I was looking for. All right. Like I said, I could drop hard questions for days. I think that was probably the hardest question I asked in all my lives. Because it would take you to be through some type of, you have been through like repairing your own credit for you to, know the answer. All right, so let me give you an additional question. It's not going to be an easy question, but it shouldn't be as hard as that question. Let's see. Credit. All right, this is an easy one. Did you get that Cash App? I like literally. If you don't tell me that you sent it, like, I can't see. Like, ain't no Cash App. Like, it'll come down sometimes, but sometimes I might look away or something like that. If I didn't get it, then I think I got your email from earlier. I just let you know I didn't get it or whatever. But if you put my Cash App in, I got it. Whether I seen it or not, I got it. If you put my Cash App in right. It's literally excellent credit without the T. So credit, excellent credit, 850. The number 850. With the dollar sign in front of it. But let's see. Is that video still up where you talk about it? Yes, the video still up where I talk about freezing the when I talk about freezing the smaller credit bureaus. It's called what smaller credit bureaus to freeze before you repair your own credit. I think that's what it's called. Yeah. And I also tell you to remove the old addresses from your your previous addresses that attach you to negative information. I tell you how to do that. I tell you about how to remove old employers, because that's going to attach you to negative information. Extra names, if you were married, you would obviously remove that if you got negative information while you was married. And like I said, all that, yeah, that's all in that video. But I would have lost my mind. I probably would have had to do something extra if somebody would have gave me all 7, because that means you watched my video, because I explained each one, in my video. So I would have been like very impressed. Like, all right, y'all actually watching my videos in its entirety. So I would have had to do. I couldn't have just did a credit repair class. I probably would have had to come out of my pocket or something, because I knew that was a hard question. So what I'm gonna do is the question that I'm gonna ask is gonna be based on who is paying attention. All right. So if you haven't been watching me from start to finish, you might not be able to answer this. But I told you guys something about my wife told me earlier. She was like, you need to ask a question about yourself to see who's paying attention. So the next question is not really hard if you were listening and you were tuned in at the right time. If you come to Texas, don't be a Cowboy fan. I don't watch football. I don't watch basketball. If I watch football or basketball, it's the Super Bowl or the playoffs or whatever. I can't tell you who on what team or nothing like that. I don't watch TV. I watch movies. I don't watch. If you tell me about any episode or anything, I don't do that. I don't watch TV. I read books. I create stuff. I'm not really into that. I watch a movie with my wife or something like that. But I can't tell you about any episodes. I can't tell you about Power. I can't tell yeah. That's not me. That's not me. So yeah. What was I about to say? Oh, so here go the question for the 9 people in the chat. If you want to get free entry into my $1,000 credit repair class, you guys are not going to regret it. I promise you, you're not going to regret it. Anybody who has ever took one of my classes, I put everything on the line. And majority of you guys who pay attention to my credit repair class, the money that you pay, you're going to get back either the same day or the next day. Everybody who ever purchased a class from me, they get their money back the same day or the next day. So, like I said, you hear $1,000 for credit repair class and you don't want to pay it, you think it's too small. You think it way too small. If I'm giving the information that I just gave away for these last 2 lives for free, what do you think? What information you think I'm dropping that people paying for? If you like what I said in this live, if you like what I said in the live yesterday, just wait till July 30th, and I am gonna be doing I'm gonna record it, so I'm gonna charge like maybe $750. If I charge $1,000 for the class, I'm gonna charge $750 for the repeat for people who missed out. So I am gonna resell it. I'm gonna make sure I record the Zoom live and people can purchase it. But I'm gonna be dropping some bombs. We might do something where I'm getting people, we doing live, I was about to say it, but we gonna do some live stuff. That's all I'm gonna say. We getting people approved during the class. We gonna pull the trigger on some stuff. We're gonna pull the trigger on some stuff in the class. We pulling the trigger on American Express Platinums, Business Platinum. We're gonna pull some triggers on some stuff. And then we're gonna turn around and remove the hard inquiries the next day. Because if you take the class, you're gonna master how to remove hard inquiries. You're gonna master how to remove a bankruptcy, student loans, medical bills you ain't gonna be thinking about, late payments you ain't gonna be thinking about. That's minimum was taught in the class. That's minimum. That's minimum. All right. Let me see. I'm not into TV either. Never been. All right. So the question is this. I told you guys something about my credit report. I told you guys something about my credit profile earlier in the video. All right. I told you guys. I told you guys 2 things about my credit report. So let me see which one I'm gonna. First person I see in the chat to answer this. What's my current credit card utilization? What's my current credit card utilization? What's my current credit card utilization? I teach you guys 2%. What did I tell you my credit card utilization was? All right, Shanika, you got it. You wanted the credit repair class? You got it. 1% is my credit utilization right now. 1% is my credit utilization right now. All right, I'm gonna give away. I gotta go, but I'm gonna give away 2 more spots for my class. I said two other things about my credit report. So the next question is this. How many accounts do I have total? How many accounts do I have total between my open and closed accounts? How many accounts do I have? Anybody? How many accounts do I have? How many accounts do I have? At the beginning or in the middle of the live, Shanika and Alan. All right, Shanika, I can't let you win twice, so we're gonna give it to Alan. Alan, you got free entry into my class. Somebody said 33. No, 21 is the answer. 21. All right. So one more. We got one more. One more person get free entry into this $1,000 class. All right. So I told you guys something else about my credit report. What's my payment history, y'all? What's my payment history, y'all? What's my payment history? New Waves. Hey, I see you in class. New Waves, I see you in class. That was self-explanatory. I can't be repairing y'all credit with 80% payment. Most of you guys should have already. Come on now. I see y'all in class. I gotta go. I gotta take my little sister home. You know, she got stuff going on tomorrow. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. This live will be on my YouTube channel. For those of you who missed out, you started in the middle, you started at the end, you'll be able to watch it from beginning to end. All right. If you haven't left a thumbs up on this video, make sure before you leave, do whatever you got to do with the rest of your life, that you drop a like. Make sure that you drop a comment on this live, all right? Not on the live chat, like underneath the video. Make sure you drop a comment, let everybody know how much value you found in what I was saying today. I'll see you guys tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're gonna get you secure. We're gonna get you a house. We're gonna help you secure mortgage. I'm sorry. All right. We're gonna get it. If you're in an apartment, we gotta get you into a house. All right. If you got a house, we gotta get you your next house. So like I said, we're gonna talk about houses tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It'll probably be a 5-hour live. I had to cut this live short because family. It's family. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, I appreciate all y'all for tuning in. Make sure you drop a like and make sure you comment. I appreciate everybody who cashed at me. I do not know exactly who's saying what, because I was so into giving you guys value that I wasn't paying attention every time that it dropped. But everybody who did, I appreciate you. All right. If you need credit repair, anybody who tuned into this live, I said I wasn't giving no discount. Anybody who into this, you watching this live right now. If you watching it and nobody else, if you watching this live right now, hit me up. My email is excellentcreditmatters@gmail.com. $500 for anybody who watching this live right now. $500 for credit repair. All right, $500 for credit repair. Hard inquiries. If you need hard inquiries removed, it's 50% off. Anybody who watching this live right now. So don't hit me up. I don't want nobody hit me up on the replay to shoot me an email. This is for everybody right now. If you need hard inquiries removed, it's 50% off. Shoot me an email. All right. If you buy credit repair, if you buy my credit repair class, if you buy my business credit class, you get a product for free. You get a product for free. If you want my $10,000 credit repair blueprint, you get it for free. Anything you want out of the products that I got, you get for free with your purchase. If you purchase any service, all right? I see you guys on the next one. I love y'all. Y'all family. Excellent credit does matter.